Shalom, family. It's good to see everybody here. How you doing, LVZ?
I'm doing good, sis. How y'all doing this morning?
All right, listen, LVZ. They demonetized that last live I did with you and True Royal, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna question them on this. How come every time we talk about our topics, it gets demonetized? If I'm talking about anything that impacts the Black community, YouTube demonetize it. And of course, they didn't have an answer. I said, let me get on chat and just put that right in front of their face. But that seems to
Right.
always be an issue. Whenever we talk about ourselves and what we're going through, YouTube has an issue with it and they demonetize it. And of course, they didn't have no real answer for me. I mean,
You
these
know what the
people are,
answer was? It-
yeah,
The answer was it was four black people. It was three black people talking about white people, and we're not allowed to do that.
yeah, well,
We can't pay you for disrespecting us.
yeah. Yeah, well, LVZ, if I was concerned about that, I wouldn't have you back. I just, just to let you know, YouTube, I don't care. I'm gonna have who I want on my panel. So anyway, we're gonna talk about Donald Trump and how the Republicans, they're actually working, doing an amendment to the Constitution so Donald Trump can serve another term. Now, I'm just going to speak my piece and then I'm going to let LVZ say what's on his mind. So, a third term for Donald Trump, number one, to me, the biggest factor about Donald Trump is Donald Trump. But besides that, I think it's a waste of time because of Donald Trump's age. Donald Trump is too damn old. And history shows us what happens when you have a president that's too old. If you remember Ronald Reagan, they hid how bad he was declining when he was in office. And a couple of times he did spaz out on the mic and they had to get him away from the mic. And we saw what happened to Joe Biden at 81. Donald Trump is 78 years old. When he's done with this term, he's going to be 82. So he's going to go into another term from 82 to 86? No, it just does not work out when these men reach certain ages. Look at Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is in his 80s and the man can't stop freezing. You know what I mean? It's almost like they reach a certain point, and I just don't agree with them getting more time when they have. It's obvious when you get old, when you're in your 80s, you're going to start declining. And Donald Trump, you see what mind frame he's in now. Can you imagine how jacked up he's going to be at 86 if he gets another term? I mean, come on. That's how I
Oh,
feel. Go ahead, LVZ.
I'm totally with you, sis. I had to mute because I was laughing so hard about. Man, come on, man. This man, look at Glitch McConnell, y'all. Look at
Yeah.
Glitch. The man frees up like an old PlayStation game. Yeah, come on, that's what you want to have for president. That man gonna be 86 years old. You know what they proving, Lisa? If he racist enough, they'll let the crypt keeper be the daggone
Uh-huh.
president. If
Mhm.
if he willing to burn a cross and say a few N words, the crypt keeper, y'all, could be president. Can y'all imagine Donald Trump at 86 being the president? It'd be like Weekend at Bernie's.
Mhm.
It'd be
Yeah.
like Eric and them might have to prop him up and do the voice. I want to say that I'm rolling back. No Negro is free. I just wanted to say that. Have a good one. Like, hold on. His mouth ain't even moved.
I know, but
Right.
that's the biggest hang up I have, LVZ. They're not considering the age of Donald Trump. He is too old. I'm sorry. Amending the Constitution for a man that's going to be well into his 80s in a third term? No, that ain't
Thank
no
you.
damn good idea. Come on.
Right. Come on. Do y'all realize he's already a moron? Like Lisa said, I don't know if you, for those of y'all too young to remember, Ronald Reagan didn't know where he was, man.
Mhm.
Ronald
Mhm.
Reagan wasn't even signing. Ronald Reagan was talking about the racism he did back in the 60s at one point. Yes, I remember when I got that Huey P. Newton. I really thought he was a troublemaker, and we really need to lock Huey up. Mr. President, it's 1988. Well, Huey lasted a long time. What? No. Come on, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. You know, and by the time Donald Trump get in that third term, he gonna do an executive order. The N word is allowed. The N word is
Exactly.
allowed. You know? I mean, come on.
We
No.
want to go back to the good old days where we could just say it and not feel bad.
Oh, they're already feeling emboldened over the
Yeah.
Civil Rights Act, the EEOC, and and everything being taken away, right? You got these magas online talking about where you black people gonna run now. Where you gonna run now? I said, you know what? Just keep something in mind, you folks that are saying this. Donald Trump ain't gonna be with you out on these streets.
Yeah.
Okay? Donald
The,
Trump ain't gonna be there to protect you out on these streets.
you
When you
know,
get all
y'all.
emboldened because some civil rights act, don't let Donald Trump get you beat down out in these streets.
Thank you, Lisa. Let me say this to whatever toothless trailer home living MAGA supporter thinks that now you have Secret Service protection. You don't. You don't. You gonna get extra fold. I'm knocking somebody right the out. That's what
Mhm.
extra. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's what's
But
gonna
I seen a
happen.
lot of them posting that online now, especially when he took civil rights away. They're like, "Where y'all gonna go now?" In other words, when we f with you, what you gonna do?
I'm
That
going
kind of
across
stuff.
your chin. I'm going right
Hmm.
across your chin. That's where I'm going. With the same
Hmm.
place I've been going. Cross your chin.
So Y'all, they are literally working on this. So I want to just read a bit from an article that I have so that you get an idea of how they're working on this third term for Donald Trump. They are literally doing it now, for real.
Hmm.
All right. So, don't take your eye off of it because they are working on it. All right. So, Congressman pushes amendment to allow Trump a third term. So, this is in the works. They are literally amending the Constitution. So, they are pushing for a law change that would allow President Trump to run for a third term. But of course, everybody's not on board, but this is the Tennessee rep that is pushing this and start coming out in the media on this past Thursday to allow presidents to now take a third term in office as long as they didn't serve two consecutive terms. And we know that's what happened to Donald Trump. He did not serve two consecutive terms. So they're saying in this particular case, so this is specifically for Donald Trump, he should be able to do a third term. That would allow Donald Trump, you know, eh, to go on until he's 86 years old, y'all. There ain't no way. Donald Trump is crazy enough now.
I see
So,
people in the
no,
chat room blowing me right now. Y'all, I'm sorry. Look, everybody don't believe in your religion, so the Constitution wasn't for us, but our family fought to get us included. I'm not willing to throw away what my family fought for. So if that's you, fine. But don't put us all into that and expect us to follow your lead down to just being subservient. Go ahead, Lisa. I'm sorry.
mhm, mhm. Okay. So, so they're saying in the case of Donald Trump, who did not serve two consecutive terms, he should be able to go on and do this third term in office, which is a load of BS. To me, they're pulling this out of their butts. So the 22nd Amendment passed by Congress in 1947 after Roosevelt won four terms in office, currently bars Trump and, of course, all others from running for a third term. So that's what they're trying to change. So they changed it after Roosevelt. I don't know how anybody put up with Roosevelt for four terms, but that's nor here or there, right?
Yeah.
So,
They hated FDR because of all the stuff he put in place that we ended up getting. And Queen Mommy eat a fat one. And the DJ dude, you can eat a fat one too. I don't play with y'all in the chat room like that. Remember that. All right, my bad. Go ahead. Yeah, I
what?
don't play with y'all like that.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. Y'all so fucking bright. Y'all would have known how to. Y'all would understand why Lisa got to keep doing these videos about stuff getting rolled back. If it didn't matter, she wouldn't go live, y'all.
yeah.
If it didn't matter if this stuff didn't matter, she wouldn't talk about it. But it's going to affect you. I understand you're not smart enough to understand in the now why it's going to affect you, but it's going to affect you.
Right. I mean, I understand where we stand as Hebrews, but you got to understand we are still here. And as
Right.
long as we are still here, then yeah, whatever happens from that Oval Office is going to impact us. Do you realize now that they rolled back the Civil Rights Act, these folks don't have to hire you no more. They don't have to
No, they
hire
don't
your
realize
kids.
that. They
They
don't
don't have
realize
to
that.
hire your grandkids. They can go out and fill out applications now because the EEOC is not in place no more. The civil rights is not there. They can look your kid. You think about this, LVZ. They can look Jabari in the face after he fill out an application and say, "We ain't got to hire you. You're black."
Exactly.
They literally can say that in your face now. Do you
Now,
realize that?
but did we have civil rights to begin with? Obviously, we did. They trying so hard to get rid of them. So obviously, you had civil rights. They
Right,
trying to get rid of them.
right.
Come on,
And they
man. Well, when y'all
literally
gonna
can
grow
look.
up?
They can literally look us in the face and tell you without consequences. They don't have to hire you because you're black. They can literally
Right.
do that now. And he took away the laws that would have protected you against that. I'm just saying.
Right. So when you go to
So,
work and they start talking about hey, nigga, go get my coffee. You can't say that. I got right. No, you don't, nigga. Go get my coffee. I'm
mhm,
going to the office. What are you complaining about? Oh, well, you're
right.
fired. Hold up. I'm fired because he called me a nigga. I'm going to go shoot to who? Man, that
Mm,
make a difference. I wish y'all stop being so goofy.
okay. So they're trying to write this third term as if America wants this to happen, which is false. It's not. But they're trying to frame it like we all want Donald Trump to stay in there a third term. This is what the American people want. No, it's not. And Donald Trump, remember, had that inauguration indoors. You know why he had that inauguration indoors? Because he knew no one was showing up for him.
Well, yeah, I was about to say because he knew wasn't enough people going to show up and it
He
was going to
knew.
really make him look bad.
Come on. Donald Trump is from New York. You know how cold it gets in New York? He can't, all of a sudden, he can't stand the cold. Donald Trump lives in a state that gets cold. Think about that. He lives
Them
in a
people,
damn state. I live in New Jersey. It gets cold as hell up here.
and them white people was coming from trailer parks. Y'all know they ain't got no heat. They was fine with the cold. Them white folks was saying that, I don't know why he won't let us in. We're cool with the cold. I got on my daughter's long johns and I got on my hat and I got on my Make America Great Again gloves. I'll be fine. Wish I could see him. You spent $1,000 just to stand out in the cold for a peck of
Right.
wood who ain't even want to see you.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump comes from New York, a cold behind state. Any of my New Yorkers in the chat, you know how cold it gets in New York, but all of a sudden he can't handle the cold and got to have it indoors. Does that even make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't make sense to anybody. So, that was a BS move because he knew nobody was showing up for him. All right. So, President Trump, divisive leadership slash the stock contract to the chaos, suffering, and economic decline Americans have endured over the past 4 years. So, what he's trying to say is giving Donald Trump this third term will ensure that he will get America back on track, which is BS. Okay. They talk like Donald Trump left this place in good shape. He didn't.
Right.
Okay. He absolutely didn't.
Like, That's what
So
that's what
there's,
killed me.
uh-huh.
My bad.
Go ahead.
That's what killed me when I hear these Negroes. I was doing better under Trump. You talking about when you was locked in the house for 2 years and people around you was dying? That's when you were
Hmm.
doing good. You were
And
doing
remember,
good while
Donald
you
Trump, exactly. And if you remember in the beginning, Donald Trump was denying that it was even a problem. Remember, he kept saying it'll just go away. It'll just
right.
go away. And not only did it not go away, it's still around to this very day
Today. Yep.
and still spreading in the country.
Yep. The
So that's
the
how they're
thing
trying
is,
to frame it. Like, Donald Trump would turn this whole thing around if you give him that third term. No, he wouldn't.
he gonna turn it around, Lisa. He gonna turn it back around to 1854.
Oh yeah.
If that's what they mean, it will be
So
turned around. It won't be nothing we was ever used to, but somebody
right.
in our family lived through it.
Yeah. So, not only is he trying to throw us back on the bottom, he literally trying to bring Jim Crow part 3 back up in here.
Right.
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to drag us all back to Jim Crow.
And we sitting up
Where
here got people talking about we done lived through this. No, we didn't. That was our ancestors that did that. We ain't built for Jim Crow. We wasn't built for Jim Crow. We wasn't. That's why you got Negroes wanting to be white folk friends now. Cause we wasn't built for Jim Crow. We wasn't built for that. So I'm letting y'all know right now. Be for those of y'all who think it's sweet, for those of y'all who don't have a military mindset about this situation, because politics is still the military. For those of y'all who ain't ready and think this just gonna be sweet, think, oh, this too will just pass. The reason that we so dogged about it is because look what they trying to do. They trying to make sure that this don't just pass. They want to make this the new normal.
right, right. So you got to look at how this is going to impact us economically, and you got to see how this whole environment is going to turn up on us. We already got problems with the police. If all of this goes, without all the lawsuits that he's being hit with, that means we are just it's open season on us.
On
You can
us.
walk
Yep.
up to listen, you can walk up to a cash register, get ready to buy something out of the store, and they look at you and say, "We don't take N-word money up in here."
Yep. And nobody do
How would you
nothing.
like that to happen to you when you got to feed your family?
Right. And then what you gonna say? You gonna sit up there and say that dumb shit you was just saying earlier? Oh, we've been through this before. I ain't worried about that. Nah, I ain't with you. Nah, Slim. It's gonna. Yeah, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, y'all.
Did you know I there's an article out there I read last night, and they put a freeze on all civil rights cases. These are people that are suing because their civil rights was violated. Do you know Donald Trump froze all of those cases?
Yeah, because Elon Musk get ready to have to pay in one of them, sis. You reported on it a while back. Of
Yes.
course he going after that. Elon Musk gonna have to pay on several suits. We all know that Tesla discriminated against a lot of black people. And
Mhm.
Elon got a lot of civil rights cases like that. Now, if civil rights just mysteriously disappears and it ain't no such thing as that no more, man, that mean that man $30 million settlement that he was supposed to get 300, but the $30 million settlement he ain't gonna get nothing.
Right. That's right. So all those cases are frozen. The DOJ is not allowed to accept any more civil rights cases, y'all. So if something's going on with you and you were violated, let's say by a cop or by your job, you can't even file anything
Thank you.
against them now. Do you know that? You can't file nothing against them.
Nah, they don't know that. They just know well, your listeners do. Your listeners do. The smart ones do. But it's still a contingency that listens to you that still think, oh, well, Kamala was an Indian. Bro, we all for that. We talking about right now what's getting stripped away. This getting stripped away now. This is going to affect you. Tomorrow you could go to work at your all-white job and the cracker decide, I don't like niggas working here. You don't have nobody to run to. And you
Right.
ain't gonna get no, and you won't get no compensation for being wrongfully sued. I saw somebody else say you can sue because no, he's
No,
getting rid of all of that.
listen, they have frozen all civil rights cases, which means you can't sue for that.
You can't sue.
You can't.
Wrongful termination. No, you can't sue. Because what they basically saying is that one of those executive orders said they can fire you without cause.
Right. So your boss can just say, "Look, you're black. I got a cousin, my white cousin needs a job. You're the only black person in my office. I'm getting rid of you and bringing in my white cousin. And they can tell you just like that because you can't do nothing
You
about it.
can't do nothing about it. They
Y'all better
had the
pay attention.
right when you. I understand that civil rights. They was trying to find a way to co-opt it and use it against us, but though they did guarantee us certain protections, certain. Well, those are even gone now. The
Right,
minimal protections we had, those are even gone now.
right. And like I said, it's got the domino effect. What if you need childcare and they say we already got enough black kids, we're not accepting any more black kids in this daycare. You can't now, with the executive order, you can't even get offended and go sue. I mean, it is that serious. It is that serious. They are stripping us down to nothing. you know they're stripping us down to
Gabriel,
nothing.
that sounds real good. This is a blessing in disguise. Niggas losing their jobs and their ability to take care of themselves is not a blessing in disguise. I could care less who likes me at work. That's not why I go to work. Nobody, I don't care who despises me when I go to work. 9 times out of 10, I despise them too. That's not the point though. That ain't why I'm there. Man, well,
Hmm.
yeah, I swear, I'm sorry. I like to just act my age. I just like to let some of that stuff. We gotta talk realistic. It ain't about who like you. I ain't running around telling my son worry about who like him. No, I'm trying to teach my son so he can be able to survive in this crazy ass world we in. It's not always about people liking you or working next to somebody who like me. Shoot, I could work next to black people and not like them neither. They could be
Hmm.
Clarence Thomas.
And the funny part, LVZ, when I was still out there working, I would be just doing my job and I'll go over and say, here, we work on a project. I'm done my part of the project. I'll just turn it in and say, here, this is done. Oh, you are so nice. You're so this. I'm just doing my job. I ain't doing all that little extra stuff. I'm just doing
Right.
my job. And it just appears to them that, oh, you're just so nice and so prompt in getting this. And so I'm just doing my job. Okay. All of that other stuff, that's what you feel. Okay, that's how I saw it.
Yeah. Like I say, Gabrielle, I understand what you're saying. That yeah, you won't be having to worry about being harassed at the job, this, that. But Gabrielle, baby, I was raised under this statement. And tell me if you agree or not in the chat room, y'all. The stress of not working is much greater than the stress of working.
Hmm.
I can deal with being around a bunch of white supremacists every day as long as I know I can pay my damn rent.
Right. Now,
But
right.
you telling me I ain't got to deal with them and I still can't pay my rent? Nah, I go to work and deal with them as long as I can pay my rent.
Mhm. Mhm.
Cause once they clock out, Gabrielle, it's me and them. See, you see what I'm saying? You still gotta clock out. And once you clock out, oh, I ain't subject to none of your rules. Now, all that stuff I had to say at work, I want to see where you at with it. You see what I'm saying? You can always do that, Gabs. But but when you in a damn soup kitchen line, you ain't even got the energy to do that.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. So, y'all, I understand how many of you feel, but I'm just letting you know the changes are going to be swift. Okay, it's going to be swift. If he's allowed, if none of this is challenged, the changes will be swift. They literally just want us to get up and breathe and be everybody's punching bag out here in
Yep.
society. And,
Yep.
you got to pay attention to that. We are still here. We are still
Yep.
here.
I'm more scared for people who was like you, sis, that had to work in corporate America, man. That had where man, I'm terrified for y'all. See, I'm blue collar. I'm blue collar. I know that as long as they got jobs like the job I do, it's gonna be white people who don't want to do it because they ain't built for it. That's one thing.
Mhm.
But it's always a job like you had in corporate America, certain job or like the good construction job True Roy had. They don't want to see no black people, let alone no black women out there running it. I'm
Yes.
telling you, y'all, I work for a corporation where three of my managers are black women. And I explained to them all, I said, you know what? We, because I'm a union guy. I'm like, I argue with y'all a lot, but I'm worried for y'all. Like, what you mean? I was like, man, all this stuff got rolled back. Y'all might not be our managers no more.
Right.
And they
Right.
even had to admit,
And they'll throw people in there and won't even care as long as they look like them. They don't care if they're qualified or not. Just as long
right,
as those black women aren't there.
aren't there. And they had to acknowledge, y'all, that, yeah, LaVar, you right.
Yeah. Oh, LVZ, do you go out on TikTok?
I stopped, Lisa. I'm tired of all them Trump videos coming to me, Lisa. I can't take it. I'm
Well,
still
no,
on
I
it.
wasn't going to talk about. I wasn't going to talk about Donald Trump. The Latinos, now that they are being raided and deported out of here, y'all.
They on their
They
crime.
they
Stop
got they
playing.
done made they're out there making all kinds of videos screaming at black people. Black people need to be humble. Black people need to come and stand side by side. We need to
Why?
fight this together. We need to. It was like that's what everybody was saying. Why? You don't look. You didn't stand by us when all these things were happening to us. But yeah, the Latinos are pumping the videos out, trying to guilt trip black people. You notice how this always keep happening. Palestinians did it. The
Yep.
Jews did it. Now the
Yep.
Latinos are pumping out all kinds of videos trying to shame black people into joining them in this fight against their deportation. And I was
Well,
like, and none of you groups even respect us. That's what
good
I
luck
don't
with
get.
that.
You don't even respect us.
Right. Good luck with my help. Look, let me tell you, they want some help, Lisa. They better call Fat Joe.
Yeah, right.
You better
Yeah,
call
right.
Fat Joe.
But I'm just saying they're doing the same thing we seen the Palestinians and the Jews do over there on TikTok. Now the Latinos are pumping video after video out trying to shame black people into standing with them on this deportation stuff.
Hey, my brothers and sisters. I don't want this for you. I love you. Don't let them send me back. You better call Fat Joe. That's all
Mm-hmm,
I'm gonna say. Call Fat Joe. He'll come get you. He'll come
mm-hmm.
get you. You know what
But
I'm saying?
I don't understand why we are always the go-to people when something is going wrong for everyone else. All of a
Hmm.
sudden, we're the go-to people. And
And
of
you,
course, our people are out there pushing back, saying, sorry, ain't nothing we can do.
yeah.
We won't do us. You do you. And I'm glad our people are responding that way.
I would tell him I'm too busy worried about the black rights he rolled back. I can't worry about him sending you home.
Mhm.
I'm too busy worried about well, maybe I won't be able to vote next time. I
Well, I
can't
don't
worry
know
about him
if
sending you home.
LBZ, I don't know if you've been reading some of the articles. They flew a plane of illegals out to Mexico, and Mexico rejected the plane.
Yeah,
Mexico
I know.
would not let the plane land.
Mexico told they ass they was gonna do that. All
Hmm.
them countries told they said, "Hey, you try that slick shit, trying to send people over here. We not taking them back.
Yeah,
You
but that
better keep them
happened, man. That
motherfuckers."
happened, I think, this past Wednesday or Thursday. They flew a plane full of illegals out to Mexico, and Mexico flat out rejected the plane. Do you understand what that means? They can't even land in Mexico. They won't let them land. Okay, they won't let them land.
They said we gonna shoot your ass down. You try that shit.
Yeah, Yeah. So, and I said,
You
well, this is Donald Trump's fault. You're supposed to work all of those things out before you start flying people out of here. You know, you are supposed to work that out with these other nations.
they already told them they was gonna do that.
Yeah. So I don't know what they gonna do. Venezuela said they ain't taking these
I'm
criminals
about to say
back
this
that they kill
Venezuela.
over here.
Thank you. That's who else it was, Lisa. Thank you. Venezuela said the same thing. They said you better not send them motherfuckers back here. Fuck them.
Yeah, yeah. See, so America got a problem, you know. And I was listening to a video of a woman that got out of Haiti. You know, when the gangs took over Haiti, and she said she ain't safe there. She don't want to go back to Haiti. So a
Hey,
lot of people are on the run inside the country. Y'all, there's a lot of people fleeing within America. And in California, the illegals didn't even show up on the farms. Did y'all know that?
yeah,
Because
I
they're
heard that.
in
I heard
fear
a
of
lot of them was scared. And
yeah,
look, did you see the white dude? Lord, if this keeps up, we're not gonna have no groceries in two
they're
days.
not. They said if that goes on beyond a week or two, you're going to see less groceries, less produce on the shelves. Do y'all know that? They said these illegals are not even showing up on those farms now because they're in fear of being deported. And the
I,
farmers, they don't know who's going to harvest the land. Because we know they don't do it because history show you they didn't even do it during chattel slavery.
I was
If
about
they
to
go
say,
out
sis,
there and do it, right, if they go out there and do it, y'all, you know they're going to burn up out in the sun.
I was about to say, sis, when have they ever done it? They've
Right,
never done it.
never, never, never. So California, the farmers out there are screaming at Donald Trump because they said nobody is showing up for work now.
It's gonna happen in Florida next, y'all. Orange gonna be $937. Chat, chat. You orange juice gonna go. Hey, somebody buy stock in orange juice. I got a feeling that's gonna go up.
Yeah, it will. It will. You know, if you don't have anybody to attend to the fields, yeah, you're going to have a lot of problems in this country. So I don't know what they're going to do because these farmers are screaming and hollering for help
That's
from
true,
Donald
and I
Trump.
mean they can't be no louder. I normally don't hear slack jawed yokels on TV. Hey, look now, look here. I said I know I voted to send them back, but I didn't think you were going to send mine back. I thought I was going to keep them.
Yeah. Oh no, those farmers, look, you know what, LVZ, think about it. Those farmers make millions of dollars off of those crops. So if they got like a crop that is 15 acres, that those 15 acres, if they sell all of the produce and everything they're growing, they can get anywhere from 5 million on up for all of that food that they're growing. And if they
That's
don't
it.
have anybody to harvest the field, they literally lose everything. And
I
they
got a
count on that
complaint.
money. They count on that money, harvest time to get them through the year and being able to replant the next year's crop and everything. And without that money, they are screwed.
Hey Swift, where do you live at? Where do you guys that are talking about the egg prices? Where do y'all live at? I don't even got the heart to tell y'all eggs 320 a dozen where I live
Well,
at.
they're not like that. LBZ, I need to come down there where you are because they
Hey, they
high in
three.
New
Hey,
Jersey.
Lisa, them Jones 328 a dozen.
Yeah, no, not up here. Not up here. It's way more than that. And
Y'all
it
better
shouldn't
come to
be.
PG. Come to PG, baby. They look at my man DC right. 320 a dozen, y'all. I'm
320.
telling you.
I need to come where you are then.
They are 320 a dozen. And I will, matter of fact, I go to the Lidl. I don't even eat eggs. I looked at them just for y'all. I said, damn. I said, oh, okay, they what they talking about. $6. And then Jabari said, hey, Dad, that's 24 eggs though. I said, damn. Yeah, eggs here, y'all. But look where y'all at. Nevada, Arizona, Texas, Carolina. You know why? Y'all in red states. Y'all just lost y'all Mexicans. We still in blue states. We still got our we still got our Salvadorian.
Oh man. You know, LVZ in New Jersey, they did a big raid this past Saturday on them illegals. They did a big they did New York, and they, New York and New Jersey are like sisters. So they came over Saturday and did big raids up here in my state.
Damn. Damn,
Well, I
y'all.
know you're right. They wait until they hit up Florida. I do agree with you on that one.
Right. It looks look, somebody just said they $3.99, but I prefer cage free, so they're 5 to 6. Yeah, the cage free are 5 to 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, hey man, they doing us dirty, man. I said this on one of Lisa's lives with True Roy and Lisa before. This administration is going to be the largest public ripoff there's ever been in the history of public ripoff. By the time this man is out of office, all of us will be poorer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And some people were asking about the tariffs. He said he's going to sign the tariffs on February 1st. All right.
Yep,
February 1st is when Donald Trump said he's going to sign the tariffs, which means from that point on, prices are going to go up.
yep. Unknown opinionoid. That's YouTube blocking your comments. That's not us.
Right.
That's YouTube. So whatever you saying, they got a keyword that they don't like, and they will block you. Shoot, I'm a damn mod on this channel, and my LVZ No Buck Dancing Allowed channel is blocked. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe to LVZ No Buck Dancing Allowed Talk. I talked to
Mhm.
Harvey yesterday too, Lisa. He
Oh, you
said he want
did?
to do. Yeah, he said he want to do a live with you, True Royal, and me.
Well, we can do it over on your channel.
He said whenever he told he got a few little things he got going on. What he said, as soon as he cleared up, he want to do a live with all four of us. He said because he tired of saying. He said he's disappointed in a lot of people, bro.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
Prince of
that's what we
paraphernalia.
do.
Just
We need to set that up on your channel. It'll be, just for a change. We just go over there.
okay, hey, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. My
Hmm.
channel, just type in LVZ NBA Talk, y'all, and it'll take you right to my channel. Just
Yeah.
type in LVZ NBA, like the Basketball Association Talk. It'll come right up. You'll see me sitting in the Huey P. Newton chair. Go and subscribe. And I love to have y'all there.
Yeah. No, Harvey's not back on YouTube. He's not back. He's not back. Now he's still
Mm-mm.
trying to get back on, but he's still not back on. So there is no channel we can point you to at this time for Harvey. Hmm. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. How is that for on topic for you, buddy? You can come back tomorrow. I ain't blocking nobody, Lisa, but if you talk something stupid, I'm timing you out for 24 hours. I just want y'all to know that in the chat room. It, if you talking mess, I want y'all to know I see you. And I ain't gonna block you. I'm just gonna time you out for 24 hours. You can talk that dumb shit tomorrow.
No, Harvey is on Rumble. Y'all are right. He is. I'm on Rumble. I haven't done much out there, but I got a Rumble account too. I think I must have put out one or two videos over there, and that's it. But Harvey is over on Rumble, and I think he signed up recently for Fanbase. I'm on Fanbase. I just got to start putting stuff out there. But I did sign up
Right.
for Fanbase too.
Me too. Me too, Lisa. I signed up. I'm glad you told me. Now I'm gonna find yours.
Hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
you, August.
So, but I did, Harvey. I did speak to Harvey this past Monday, and he told me he signed up for Fanbase.
Right.
So
Somebody wrote Rumble is right leaning. Yeah, it is. You
it
should
is.
see. Hey, they hate me over there.
It is.
They hate me on Rumble. What type of what nonsense is this? I put up a whole bunch of Dr. Khaled videos, y'all. They said they don't. Cause Lisa, they said they don't flag you based on your opinion. I'm glad to know that. That's why I posted all that stuff saying the white man is the devil over there.
Isaac Hayes Jr. Isaac
Yes, it's
Hayes Jr. owns fan base.
fan base. Yes, it's black owned.
And you can buy into it too. I think it's like $399 if you want to
Yep.
kind of buy into owning part of it, you know, because he does have like a promo talking about that. But Isaac Hayes Jr. is black owned. Fan base is black owned.
Greg said I must be on their neck, man. I'm never taking my foot off their neck. It's like I got a gravity boot stuck to their neck. They can't stand. I'm always trying to put up some Dr. Khalid Muhammad videos up there with him just calling them out. Like, what kind of work nonsense is this? I didn't subscribe for this. Someone get this colored guy off of here. I know that's what they say.
Can you hear me now? Somebody said my voice was muffled. Can you hear me now?
You
Am I
sounded
clear?
clear. You sounded clear to me, sis.
Okay. I mean, hopefully you can hear me.
Supposed to be killing me. Hey, man. What is this woke nonsense you're talking? You talk about rights for black people. That's racist. Somebody told me I was racist, Lisa, for saying somebody was white as rice.
Well, many of them are.
Man, I was about to say, what can I say?
Hmm.
What can I say if you white? What do you? Oh, they want me to be stereotypical, sis. He white as crack cocaine. That's what he wanted me to say. He white as
Uh-huh.
crack cocaine.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, either everybody can say what they want or not. That's why so many people are leaving X because Elon Musk said, freedom of speech, everybody can say what they want. And then of course, when we start speaking our minds, then all of a sudden he wanted us gone. or
Right.
or when you say crap about him, he want to throw you off and suspend your account. So it's not about freedom of speech over there. And like I said, they were kicking around him buying TikTok. I was like, Elon Musk, no, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea to sell him TikTok. Look at what he's done to Twitter.
I love you back, Lisa Parker. Thank you. Shoot, one thing. If don't nobody know one thing about LVZ, I love my people.
Yeah, yeah. I did send a link, by the way, an invite to True Royal. She just didn't come. She just don't come on like she used to. I mean, there's a few things that have changed in her life.
Her life,
So she's
yeah.
just not on social media like she used to be.
And then plus, guys, you gotta understand, she in California. We East Coast time. Right now it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of early for her.
Yeah. So, I mean, she did get a link. I did send a link to her. She just, it is what it is. I don't sweat that stuff. Whether she's here or not, I'll get through my live stream. I always do.
Well, they have, I'm about to say somebody accidentally hit my man Jesse. That was an accident.
Yeah. No, she's doing a lot better. And I talked to her husband too, Omari. Yeah, I mean, he's living life, up and about and living life.
Right.
Yeah,
Man.
well, I mean, I can't really do much. I mean, my video is monetized, and how the commercials are shown, I don't have any. That's YouTube.
Right.
That is YouTube.
YouTube picked some of the wildest commercials for our
They
channel.
do.
I,
They
I
do.
seen a video on my channel. It was Prager U. I wondered, I said,
Uh-huh.
what? I said,
Yeah.
I ain't even monetized.
Hmm.
Why?
Nope. That's why they changed that. Even if a channel is not monetized, they still roll those commercials on there. And, remember, they get a portion of money from, for all of those commercials. That's why they're being showed. But see, me, I have premium. So I don't really see that like y'all do,
Yeah,
and I realize everybody don't want premium. It is what it is.
man. Sunshine Goddess, what's up, beautiful? Man, but yeah, Lisa, these crackers, for those who didn't see it, I did see the guy talking about he wanted to give Trump his third term because technically, so basically what they saying is they gonna reward losers. And I
Yes.
hear people saying that it might be a long shot, but he did set up the Supreme Court in his favor.
Hmm. But
And
he's
it's
mad. He's mad at a lot of them judges because they wouldn't go along with him on the election was stolen back in 2020. And a lot of those judges are the ones he put in place. And Donald Trump is still mad at those judges.
yep, yep,
They would not go along. They wouldn't break the law and go along with them. That's the thing. When Donald Trump lost in 2020 and he was trying to stomp around talking about the election was stolen, if anybody, in Congress, the Senate, or any of these judges would have went along with him, they would have literally been breaking the law. Because according to the numbers, Donald Trump just lost. A lot of people did not vote for him for a second term. And that's how Biden got in there.
yeah, it's just what it was. Shoot.
He
Just
was
like
just,
people just didn't vote for Kamala.
mm-hmm.
That's
It
how
is what it
Biden got
is.
more votes than her.
Right, right, right. Exactly. Exactly. So he just would not accept the election results. And, as a result of that, some of his people, the MAGA fools, still walk around talking about the election was stolen. It was like, maybe they just didn't like Donald Trump. That's why they didn't vote him in.
You
It doesn't
know,
mean the election was stolen. Maybe they just didn't like him. He's not a
if
very
we
likable person.
if we being honest, it's a lot more Liz Cheney's in the world and them Lincoln Project Republicans than they like to admit.
Hmm.
Really, what it was in 2020, a lot of them Republicans thought that if they voted for Biden, they could get from under Trump, and Trump would just go away. He
Right.
didn't go away. He stayed in the media cycle the whole time, which led up to him running again and winning. They thought
Hmm.
that they would be done with him as some other Peckerwood. They would just run some other Republican Peckerwood, uh, Ron DeSantis or any of the other Peckerwoods, and then that's when they found out how racist America was. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is a wake up call to some white people too. They knew it was racist. They
Right.
didn't think it was this racist. Candace Owens is one of them people, y'all. She know it's racist, but
Hmm.
she didn't know it was this racist.
Well, I think that stuff that went down with the Daily Wire, that was definitely a wake up call. PragerU fired her butt too.
Yeah, I know.
Candace got,
I
yeah,
definitely know. I
yeah.
definitely know.
Candace got fired from a couple of those. It wasn't just the Daily Wire. They got sick of her and they got rid of her, which we knew they were going to get sick of Candace. Come on, we're sick of Candace. Hmm. How you doing, Kid Gravity? Wow.
Yeah, I, but I've been noticing, looking at some of the stuff. I was like, Peckerwood, you was saying some of the stuff Donald Trump was saying when you was running as Republican, but now you talking about how he violating civil rights and this, that, and the third. I was like, hold up. You liked some of the stuff at first, but now they realize this gonna affect them too. See,
Right.
when them toothless white people at Appalachia realize got screwed, they gonna storm the Capitol again.
Hmm.
and they gonna be looking for anybody in charge. See, that's the thing. Them white folks know. They ain't what they know what you gonna do. I hate to say it. Black folks, they know what we gonna do. We gonna march. We gonna march. We gonna sit there. We gonna have somebody come out in front and sing some songs. We're gonna have another person come out front and say how they for black people and then switch the whole agenda. We kind of know what's gonna happen when black people get to having their rights violated. They'll go, look, squirrel, and our attention to get thrown off. But when white people rights get violated, you get Boston Tea Party. You get Capitol insurrections. You get civil war.
Mm-hmm.
You get Charlottesville. Look, when white people feel like they've been aggrieved, you get Charlottesville riots. Come on, y'all. These the same people that turn over cars and burn up stuff when their favorite basketball team wins the championship.
Right. That's true. George Johnson, thank you for becoming a channel member. Brooklyn 71881, thank you for the super sticker. Unknown Opinionoid, thank you for the super chat. They won't let me say what I want to say. Yeah, that's YouTube. That's YouTube. I am not censoring you at all. Unknown Opinionoid, thank you for the super chat. The chat won't let me say what I want to say. I have a question and a comment. Is there any other way I can get through? Well, do you have another account that you can log into? I don't know. See, I think the thing is they flag our channels, they flag our videos, but they flag many of your accounts too. Even if you are not putting videos out, many of you are getting flagged as well.
Mike Malus, we wasn't marching for the George Floyd protest. It wasn't people marching during COVID. Don't start talking about the police precinct that got burned up. That was a white guy. That was a white
Mhm.
right supremacist. All of that burning up and destroying property, they found out that 95% of that was none of the black people. Those were
Yeah, no.
mostly white antagonists. So yes, all we did was march. We put pressure on people. We did put
Right.
pressure on the right people. But my point is, we don't take up arms and try to go after the government like white folks do. We're not allowed to. We wouldn't even be allowed to. I mean, if we're being totally honest. Remember, y'all remember the militia, the so-called, they were supposed to be Hebrew Israelites. Remember, Lisa?
Yes.
Or Moors. They caught them on the highway in Massachusetts. Talk about they were stockpiling all these guns and they locked
Mhm.
them up. It was like 7 black dudes. They followed them from North Carolina to Massachusetts and locked them up. And they didn't even do anything. They didn't threaten anybody with the guns. They didn't do none of that. And they got arrested. But
Mhm.
the you mean to tell me the Proud Boys and all of them ain't stocking up guns?
No, but he let Enrique Tarrio out of prison, and he had a 22-year sentence. Donald Trump let him, in a stroke of a pen, got him out of prison.
Right. No, not the NFAC. Yashet. These were some other black dudes. These were just 7 black dudes, supposed to be Moors or something like that. And they had, between the 7 of them, they had like 30 guns. And they tried to make it seem like these guys had an armory full of guns and was getting ready to go do so. They was just driving on the highway.
Yeah, yeah. But see, they do that to our folks.
Right.
And now that Donald Trump is stroking the pen, all I'm just trying to prompt you all, it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
They feel that we economically should not be getting close to them in any kind of way. So They want us in the bottom of the barrel as they cheat their way through sabotage to the top. So that's how it's been this whole time. But Donald Trump, according to him, it's all on May. He want everything to go back to merit when it was never on merit.
Merit at all. But it basically what merit means, Lisa, is white men.
Yeah.
Merit just means that nobody can do anything better than white men. That's their opinion. Why did
Hmm.
you pick anybody other than a white man to do this job? It must be DEI.
Right.
That's basically what merit means.
And they're saying that DEI to even people that been on their jobs for 10 and 20 years before DEI was even a thing. They are now saying that to people that have been on their job for a decade or even longer, that they're DEI hires.
Basically.
Hmm. You know they doing that mess now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And you might have been there long before DEI was even a thing.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. And that's happening here in the nation's capital. A lot of people don't know, but those 20% of those jobs are black people working those jobs. They're about to
Mhm.
cut that out.
Yes. Yes, they are.
A lot of black people about to lose their jobs for no other reason than we tired of having Negroes at this job.
Hmm. And
Oh,
you,
and one thing, Lisa, I wanted to say, I don't know if I said this the other day. That Martin Luther King thing. Did we talk about that yesterday, the other day?
hmm
About he signed a bill to release all the information on MLK,
yeah.
JFK, and R. And
You know what I've been seeing lately? Speaking of that, LVZ, I've been noticing they've been showing more pictures of Lyndon Johnson and King when they were together talking.
mm-hmm,
I've been seeing a lot of those pictures cropping up.
yeah. Well, you're gonna also start seeing the first thing that they release, since he said they're gonna release all the information. They're not gonna release the information on the assassination, y'all. All they're
Mm,
gonna do is release information talking about Dr. King. They're gonna release a bunch of audio tapes saying this is evidence Dr. King was that's all they're going to do.
hmm Yeah, him
They,
cheating.
that is they are going to try to ruin the legacy of MLK
True Royal,
by using doctored tapes.
True Royal, I sent you the link. I don't know if you see it. I sent you the link, True Royal. Yeah, but I think that's hilarious. You done ruffled the feathers of those white supremacists over there on Rumble, putting all that Colin, Dr.
Yeah,
Colin. I think that's
yeah, they
hilarious.
don't like that right there. They do not like it. What is this woke crap? I was laughing like I don't know what in my comments. I said, "Oh, they don't like this."
Hmm.
But but I'm telling y'all some good stuff, y'all. That they're going to release those MLK tapes. They are going to release those MLK tapes in hopes to try to discredit and talk bad about Dr. King. And it's going to end with them trying to do what Charlie Kirk say. Take his name off of stuff. Take his
Yeah.
holiday away.
No, Popeye, I do not have you blocked. I do not have you blocked. I think a lot of times people think I have them blocked. I am not doing that to you. I am
Yeah.
absolutely not doing that to you.
But this
How
my
you doing?
thing, Lisa.
How you doing, True Royal?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Auntie.
I'm doing fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Before you came, we were talking about, Donald Trump getting the third term. And my thing is because both myself and LVZ spoke on it, and I said that Donald Trump should not get the third term because of his age. why would you give that when evidence already show us what happens to these men once they reach a certain age? We talked about Reagan and how they would try to cover up and hide, how Reagan would go out in left field when he would be talking. And we saw what happened to Joe Biden. And you're talking about a 78-year-old man. If you give him a third term, he's going to be 86 years old. And we know they don't get better with age. So no, I don't even think this should be a conversation about Donald Trump getting a third term, but I'll let you speak your opinion.
I mean, I don't even see him even making it through the 4 years. I mean, damn, they're projecting so quickly. They don't even take things one day at a time. But I totally agree. I mean, he already did. You know, he was in office before, and so they said, technically speaking, there's a possibility if he do make it through the 4 years that he could do another term.
Yes. Okay. So at the end of this term, he's gonna be 82, right? And like I said, history shows when these men get in their 80s. Look at Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell's in his 80s, and he can't stop freezing. You know, history shows when these men start touching around 80, they are just no good at that point.
True. Yeah, true. Well, we shall see. That's all I can say at the end of the day.
But they are literally working on changing the amendment as we speak. They are literally working on this and trying to get it through. And, you know, being that he got the House and he got the Senate, it is not, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, it may not happen. It very well could, because right now the Republicans have everything. They got the presidency, they got the House, and they got the Senate. And you see nobody's going against him from the Republican Party over the civil rights and EEOC and things that he's striking out now. You don't see none of them challenging Donald Trump on none of that stuff.
No, I think they literally in a state of shock. I mean, even what's going down on a day-to-day basis, you know, it's just so much going on, and the dust haven't even settled. Like I said, the word I keep coming up with is shock and awe. I mean, there's so many moving parts and all, but like I said, we gotta take it one day at a time. But the thing that I do want to add is because I've been reading a lot of articles, you know, and when you had put out the video about the chief of staff, what's her name? What, Susan Wells? Wow. So I really dug in, and one of the articles that I found was that you know, we've been projecting, you know, this gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and the inner circle is already pissed because she despised Elon Musk and all. And
they said a lot of the staff up there can't stand him.
Yeah. And then I had found when this one particular article I was reading, they was saying that when he was first in office, it was a lot of traffic. A lot of people would come in there talking to Trump. And she, you know, we already know she's not letting that go down. You got to go through her or her staff first before you even talk to Trump, because Elon is such a pest, which you had brought out, Lisa, where he had already rent a place to live in Florida. And then he thinking he gonna get, you know, since he didn't put his money in there, that he gonna get he gonna have direct access to Trump, and he could just waltz his behind back and forth. And it's still proving my theory that and we already know this about these folks. When they put some money to a cause, it can be a damn penny, and they feel like they can tell you that your comings and goings. He gonna feel some kind of way about that, and he's going to run to the media even more now because I'm learning stuff as I go too, that I can't just talk to him directly. I gotta
Yes.
ask permission.
They said, in the articles that I read, Elon wanted an office right there in the West Wing by Donald Trump's Oval Office. And she was like, hell no. That's why they moved him to the Eisenhower building, where
Correct.
he's not even in the White House at all. And Elon, he gonna still find a way to be community. You know what he wants to do? Elon wants a say in everything that comes across Donald Trump's desk. That's
Yeah.
why Susan Wiles is running his butt off. That is not his place. He's not elected. But he wants to be in Donald Trump's ear over every single issue that comes across his desk. And she's trying to shut it down.
Yeah, he breathing down his throat. Good grief.
He is literally in Mar-a-Lago on Donald Trump's property. He rented a bungalow on Donald Trump. So they said every day when they were in Mar-a-Lago, Elon was with Donald Trump every day.
Yeah, and Trump's temperament, he gonna get tired of that. So already, and Elon not smooth. He don't know how to finesse his way. We already seen what he did on the world stage.
Well, he's a billionaire. He thinks there are no limitations for him. That's what it is.
And he didn't already had to deal with something that, like, I know he's feeling some kind of way about this. I'm like, it's too much activity going on. It's too
Ladies,
much.
can I say something real quick? Not about y'all. Y'all cooking. It's just I just saw something. Y'all know me. Uh Whatever clown type the Civil Rights Act is not revoked. We never said it was. What he tried to revoke was the 14th Amendment, which was basically giving you citizenship, birthright citizenship. He tried to revoke that. We never said he revoked this. What he did was rescinded a act from civil rights, which stops discrimination on the job and in schools, and nobody tried to overturn that. So please, like, be accurate in what you're typing in the chat room.
Right. And actually, our people fought hard for the birthright citizenship. That was our people. They didn't want to do that in this country at all.
Birthright citizenship, it comes out of the Civil War, guys, for people who don't know. The only reason you have that amendment is because they said that we were not citizens of America because we had no rights. We weren't people, we were property. We won the Civil War. The North was losing. We joined the North, kicked the South's ass, brought brought the Union back together, and freed ourselves. And under that, we said, hey, we are citizens because we were born in this nation, and that should be the right. So that became a right. If you're born in this nation, you're a citizen. We did that.
And the thing is, all these other groups coming in that's being ignorant and racist to us, they don't realize that came from us. Their asses wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our forefathers doing that and getting that in the 14th Amendment. That came from our people.
Yeah, correct. Because if you take the time to go study the true history of America, especially after when so-called slavery was over with, and they start enacting all these different different laws and stuff, it was all about, like what LVZ and Lisa is saying, about trying to keep us down, and then we kept pushing back, and like Lisa keep pointing at the end of the day about what we are seeing, where they want to strip everything, and so-called talking about do things on your own merit. I keep saying the system is rigged anyway, but then it's something else I want to point out, which I had I earnestly did not know. I'll say this first, because I found out somebody had let me know something the other day. Who is truly behind this? Almost 100%. It look up Stephen Miller. And I've been doing a lot of research on
Yep.
Stephen Miller.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He is,
exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
egghead.
yeah,
Mhm.
Egghead.
yeah, he is Trump's number one political
Advice.
advisor, and dude is off the hook. I'm telling y'all something. Look him up. I've been researching him high and low, and I did see him. I admit that, but I did not know. I had to get abreast real quick, and I was like, what did somebody do to you? This dude is
Oh,
39 years old, and he's hell bent on um one of these guys that's saying that white males are being discriminated against, and his rhetoric started when he was in high school. He's from Santa Monica, California,
yep.
and he would literally demand for Mexicans to speak
Speak
um
English.
Yeah.
English and stuff.
He
No,
he got
Stephen
mad when he seen a black janitor, True Rule.
say that again.
He got mad when he saw the black janitor at his school.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember talking about him the first time Trump won. Stephen Miller is, and do you know he's one of those people, y'all?
Yeah, and it's
Mhm.
Stephen with a H. I mean, if you type it in, it's gonna pop up anyway. But I'm telling you, if you like me, like to dig and research stuff and learn about somebody, this is where this stuff is coming from. One good article to look at is an article that they wrote a while back. Um, um, Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair got a real deep article about him, and I'm like, damn, what did somebody do to you?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's usually people they're mad at us, but they're usually people that don't even live around black
Yep,
people. But they got an issue with us. Go
yep.
figure. Oh, y'all want to hear something funny? Billy Ray Cyrus, y'all saw how bad he did at the inauguration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Billy Ray Cyrus is suing everybody that told him to go get help.
To go get help.
You must not have seen the video.
No, I did not.
Billy Ray Cyrus did so bad, sung so bad, and performed so bad on the stage. It looked like he literally had drug and alcohol in his system before his performance. He just looks awful. He sound awful. Well, the following days after that, people told him to go get help. And he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
mad and he's now suing everybody, including his son, that told him to go get help.
Oh Lord, these people are so oh my goodness.
Hold on, he's suing people for them looking out for him.
Yeah, including his
They
son.
looking out
His
for him.
son Trace said, he wants him to go get help. And him and Miley don't speak. Him and Miley spoke, they fell out a while ago. Billy Ray Cyrus and his daughter Miley, they don't speak at all.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He was the one looking like he was whoring his daughter out.
Yeah.
Remember when
Well,
she was
those
out there
two,
with her butt
those
cheeks
two,
out there trying to pop it? Like, oh
yeah.
Lord, come on.
Him and Miley no longer speak. And his son Chase is the one that came out after seeing his performance, said, he wants him to go get help. So he got legal action against his son and anybody out here that's saying he needs to go get some help.
Well, if you ask me some help, it's the truth. Okay, yeah. So it just be some lawyer to just take his little money and let him, and it ain't gonna even amount to anything. But I wanted to continue to say something else. Um, I was reading an article about some articles about where Trump, want to undo Obamacare and anything in the medical field. about in regards of prescriptions, and this stuff is tickling me. I'm like, okay, even the people that voted Trump in, we all go to the same pharmacy and all of that. And the way these fools are trying to carpet bomb everything is like the people that the staunch supporters of Trump, even these MAGAs and all these people, they are affected by this too. And when this article,
They are.
This is deeply, the word that they used was, this was deeply unpopular, to the point the things that they're trying to enact, keep that in mind, because like Lisa keeps saying, things are going to be tied up too as well. It's making the supporters go, wait a minute, what the hell are you on?
Mm-hmm. Well, True Royal, did you hear what was going on out in your state? Those illegals that work the farm, none of them are showing up. And the white farmers are having a meltdown because they're scared they're going to be deported.
This shit is crazy.
Right? But it gets even funnier, right? It gets even funnier. On Thursday, they flew a plane full of illegals out of America to Mexico, and Mexico refused to let the flight ground.
Lord. My gosh.
And Venezuela already said they ain't taking none of these people back. So Trump did not work things out so that those planes can land somewhere in South America. They're refusing the plane. So you flying them out, but you don't have nowhere to land with them.
So what they gonna do? Just drop their ass in the desert someplace?
They're gonna have to bring them back.
Yeah,
what are they gonna do? They're gonna have to bring them back until they figure out where they can land with these illegals. And I said, why didn't y'all work that out when you were planning the raids? Shouldn't you have worked something out with South America or one of those countries?
See the way you're speaking, Lisa, because I've been speaking in the sense of like I keep using the word shock and awe, and said when you are planning the raids, you
wait, True Royal, wait a minute. He had a concept of a plan.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go, right there. A concept. Because you want to put people in such a state. Now you're looking like a fool, because what that does, you gotta bring folks back. That's on us now. Our taxes gotta pay for these people, because you gotta warehouse them somewhere. You gotta feed them and all of that.
Right. And the thing is, you got to ask yourself, they did eventually land in Guatemala, but how many are they going to take? They got millions of people they're trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee Guatemala is going to take all of them.
Yeah. And everything is creating animosity, negativity. This is over and over again. I mean, this is crazy.
Oh, and Donald Trump, and I did read this last night. Donald Trump said the inflation that's going on in America is not his number one issue.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, did y'all hear what I said? Donald Trump said the inflation going on in this country is not his number one issue.
When Sean Hannity tried to ask him about, he said no, but the people want to know about the economy. He said, I don't care.
You don't.
Yeah, he don't care.
He's worried about getting the people.
We got people on here putting videos out talking about, I can't wait for Donald Trump to get the prices down. Donald Trump said, and this article came out about a day ago, Donald Trump said he that ain't his number one issue.
Well, I tell you this, some of our folks that got channels are our folks that got channels that was delighted for Trump to be back in office. They started doing other videos. They didn't start doing videos on Diddy and other things. And then they gonna play like they ain't paying attention to what we talking about. Because it ain't there's no way you can avoid it. So we might as well, like Lisa is dealing with it and just laying it out for what it is and stuff. and that's what I've been doing. Anybody that's because you can't keep up with every damn thing. Anybody give me some information. I was up to 5 o'clock in the morning reading stuff. I'm like, oh my
Me
goodness.
too.
Okay.
Me too. And y'all know what else is going on in this country that's spreading like wildfire, and they are not talking about the cancer rate for people under 50 is exploding in this
Loading.
country.
Yep.
Did y'all know
Amazing.
that?
No,
The
I did not.
cancer rate in people below 50 is just spreading like wildfire in this country. And it's not being addressed at all.
Nope. Yeah,
It
at
is a
all.
big problem. You know, usually you would never see this, but it has jumped up to 20 million people in the US under 50 with cancer. Do y'all know that?
Well,
Yes.
That is a huge problem in the country.
So
and nobody is talking about it.
Which you shoot, they probably they it's so much going on, they're not even noticing what's going on, you know.
DC just said he canceled cancer research.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yep, he sure
surprised.
did. He
Did you
did.
see,
And a lot of people were complaining because they said some of these children got cancer, and that's going to impact them. These children that got cancer and leukemia and stuff. Yeah.
Did you see how Trump was so combative when he came to California to observe and everything?
Yes.
I said,
damn. And I saw the way Gavin Newsom was handling his ass too. I saw that too.
Yeah. Because I was like,
I see what you're talking about.
He's always so combative. He, he's not diplomatic at all.
He's doing away with FEMA. Not that FEMA helps, but
yes, I do know about that.
He's doing away with FEMA, and he wants the states to handle disasters on the state level.
I'm about to say, oh no, you gonna see how much it helped when it ain't one.
Yeah.
The states ain't equipped. They don't have enough money to do.
The LVZ, come on. The federal government ain't even equipped. When Puerto Rico when they had Hurricane Maria, you know what they did? They didn't do nothing for the people. You know what they did do? The little bit, they gave them Lunchables and Skittles.
Who was in charge of that?
Yes. And Puerto Rico, like here in the U.S., a lot of people got diabetes on that island. They can't eat stuff like that.
But hold up, Lisa. Who was in charge of FEMA at that time?
Donald Trump. Donald Trump was in office when that was going on.
Right. The dude who was throwing fucking paper towels at him. Of course, FEMA didn't work. Now you got the toothless white people mad at Joe Biden for giving them $700 to begin with. Right. And I'm like, hold up.
Right. And you remember, LVZ, Puerto Rico was supposed to get a few $1 billion to rebuild the country. Donald Trump would not sign the papers.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's about to try to do every state like Puerto Rico. Look, Florida, you get hit with hurricanes all the time. He expects you to be able to do something about hurricanes. I don't know. Nobody has ever been able to stop hurricanes ever.
No, he wants you to nuclear bomb it, LVZ.
That's right. I'm sorry, Auntie. Thank you for reminding. That's right. He did have a plan. Launch a missile at it and kill everybody by trying to launch a missile at her.
No, if you nuke a hurricane, the hurricane is going to stay intact and the fallout is going to be global. That's all that's going to happen.
You're damn fool. You're damn fool. Some of this shit, some of this stuff you can have to laugh at. I never seen such foolishness at all. But the question that I like, because I like to ask people questions too as well, and how I look at this also in another form is like taking a pill and the side effects. So what are going to be the side effects of all these different things that they trying to enact? and I'm already speaking on the fact that the very people that voted you in, they being affected. I mean,
I
you got
about to say they get hurt worse. That's what's about to be funny
right.
about this.
Well,
They
True Roy, before you came, me and LVZ were talking about how Donald Trump had that indoor inauguration, and we knew, like, LVZ even said he knew a small amount of people were showing, and he tried to say it was for the weather. Donald Trump is from New York. It get cold up in New York. How is he not used to cold weather?
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
think about that. He's from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
Yeah.
nobody from New York should be complaining about being somewhere out in cold weather when you live in a state that get
Yeah,
cold.
I kept saying that was as an excuse, and I like to ask LVZ, since you boots on the ground there, um, what was that day like? What was the traffic like on that particular day? Was that one of those
oh
days where
no, I
maybe?
told you. Well, honestly, it was the coldest day here. It was like 7 degrees. I said, I know God is real now, because hell just froze over because
Wow.
Donald Trump is back here. And this is what was going on. Because these people had came in, y'all, weeks in advance. They were staying at some of the high-end hotels. They were staying at the Gaylord out here in Oxon Hill. Some of them were staying at the MGM out here in Oxon Hill. Some of them were staying at the Sheraton downtown. Very few of them would stay at the Four Seasons because it's really liberal up there. And those white folks will approach you about your racism up there. So they wasn't staying there. They were staying in these areas, and I seen them walking around. And when I would be going to work and stuff, you would see people with Trump gear stuck here and can't go to the inauguration, and they were stuck around all these black people looking at them like, "Who the fuck up with y'all?" So they were like basically locked in their hotels all weekend
Wow.
trying to go to an inauguration, y'all. No bullshit. They were scared to walk around the casino because it's in the heart of Prince George's County and is surrounded by black folks. So you feel kind of funny with all this Trump stuff and people approaching you about it.
Mm-hmm.
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 So
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
the Gaylord Hotel, which is in Oxon Hill, is where they have the CPAC events and Charlie Kirk events. All they could do was walk around the hotel, y'all. That's all they would do. They couldn't do nothing.
Wow, that's crazy. That is funny.
Mm-hmm.
LVZ, did they at least put a teleprompter out?
They
All
did,
they
but the people
Yeah,
did not want that. They were
they
saying they
wanted
didn't
to see him
travel
for
that
real.
far. Right. They said they didn't travel that far to look at a screen. They could have stayed home and done that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They wanted to
Yeah.
see the live in person inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Could you imagine?
But
And
Could you
nothing came out of the cold weather, y'all. Remember how New York had a rat problem? Well,
yep.
those days it went in a single digit. It killed off a lot of rats. They
It
said there's a lot
killed
of rat
off, yep.
carcasses.
Oh,
so,
But no restaurant.
it was not the rat czar they hired, but the weather from the Heavenly Father himself that killed off the rats.
That's
wow.
somebody just said that for real. All they did was actually all the inauguration did. Trump by accident just boosted money for all the black areas in DC that these white folks didn't know they was gonna come to stay to. I swear, when they looked at, they said, "Oh, this is the MGM. No Negroes there." Shit, this junk in the hood. That's junk in
Yeah.
the hood. Shit, you better not walk off there. You'll get your ass toe up. Then the Gaylord Hotel, yeah, that's one of the newest, nicest hotels. That's where all the white supremacists be. But they don't leave
Mhm.
off that ground. They know not to leave off that ground. So they caught the subway downtown just to sit outside in the cold and not be let in. They was around the Verizon Center. I don't think that's the name no more, but they was around the basketball stadium downtown. It was like maybe 100 of them. It looked pathetic. This one white guy named Jesse Dollarmore, who do a channel, was out there cussing them out for being dummies and Trump supporters. Like, so yeah, you came all the way down here. Last time you came down here, you stormed the Capitol. Why you ain't storming it now? He said, don't you feel
Mhm.
stupid? He won't even let you in.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
funny. Wow.
That's all he cared. He was sitting there ridicule. He said, "Y'all dumbass." He said, "So you spent $1,500 to come all the way here, and he won't even let you in."
Yeah, that's what a lot of
And
people
then
were
he laughed
saying.
at him.
LVZ, they were saying they paid for their hotel, they got a rental car, they got
Yep.
their, they put out a lot of money to be there, and
Yes,
he
they
pretty
did.
much slammed the door in their faces.
And guess what nobody thought about, y'all? They also had to pay holiday fees, y'all. It was Martin Luther King weekend. They had to pay.
Oh Lord,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, true. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They had to pay holiday fees, y'all. They I was dying. I said, Dr. King. I said, Martin would have wanted it this way.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
They so busy
Mhm.
wanting to rub stuff in our face because they want, they want that instant gratification. You wash your behind and go vote for Trump and all instant gratification. And then what? A day or so later, then they're like having regret. And I'm telling you, the I'm gonna tell you how bad these things are getting. Some people do know when he started doing all those, pardoning all them folks, then family members started emerging like, I'm afraid.
Mhm.
Literally, they are
Man,
afraid because
I am disappointed. I'm disappointed. Teeny Ricky didn't show up today, y'all. I'm
oh
really
Lisa, please
disappointed.
don't say teeny.
He didn't show up.
Oh boy.
Man, I didn't get to drag him again. Damn.
Lisa, it's not fun to come over here and troll troll your channel. It's just not fun because we invite the trolls.
I know. I mean, Teeny Ricky, I only got to drag him one time. Oxy Man, at least I got like several drags in on him.
Oh
I
man,
can't take when she
Oxycontin,
say
man.
teeny. I can't. It's the way she say it. It just hit my funny bone every time.
That
Yeah,
man name was Oxy,
and
man. You already know what
and
he was
we
off of.
yeah, and we've been playing around with these black MAGAs because Donald Trump ain't hardly put none of them in his cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
And the
I mean,
funny part is they trying to still play it off. Y'all can't play that off. I'm sorry.
why you run
Yeah.
around calling that man daddy? He ain't even give you no chores. That's fucked.
Uh,
That
Mm-hmm.
man came on TV, called Donald Trump daddy, still ain't get a job.
yeah, Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
That was
Byron Donald.
Byron Donalds did that mess. Called
Yep.
Donald Trump. I said a grown ass black man calling an old black man daddy.
That was just too much. That was way too much for me. That was just so despicable to even
You
Yeah,
say
remember?
yeah.
anything
You
Oh,
like
remember?
that.
Y'all ain't
Ricky
see that
Minor
joint where
is
he
such
let
a
that.
coon. Ricky Minor is such a coon, y'all. When you go over to his channel, the first thing you gonna hear when you go where his videos are is some loud folk music.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like some old hillbilly music. I was like, you taking coonism way too far, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
That is ridiculous.
but another thing that's emerging with all this shock and awe, um, um, the one that I take joy listening to is people that one time was supporters of Trump, or people that um voted for Trump. And I know Lisa probably told it because I can't keep up with everything she do. Where you was telling me that story about Lisa, where you had shared about that lady that had got this job and all, and her and her husband had just bought a house, and
Hmm.
she gets this letter where she don't have the job, and that's happening to a lot of them.
That's because she was getting a job through the federal government. You remember Donald Trump did that executive order
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
on government jobs, and so she got hired. This was a white woman. She
Yep.
got hired to work at the VA, and they rescinded her hire and told her they're not giving her the job at all now
And then the
after
white
Donald
woman
Trump's
who
executive order.
moved from Kansas all the way here to find out that the IRS is not hiring anymore because Donald Trump just rescinded your orders, so you wasn't really hired, and you won't really be getting the job. Well,
Right.
there
And
you
you
go.
know he's firing a lot of people that because Donald Trump wants to do away with the IRS. A lot of the people that work for the IRS are also slated to lose their job. He
Mm-hmm.
wants to get
Which
rid
means,
of part of the workforce.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means our tax returns need this fuck again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. He wants to
Mm-hmm.
get rid of a lot of IRS workers.
Yeah. And see, and back to that woman, they done bought them a house. And I was thinking, damn, okay, you done bought the house. Like Lisa said, they done got all their furniture, bought all this stuff. And you broke. And ready for she ready to go work to recover for extending themselves. But you
Hmm.
was smug. You thought you were secure and all. Okay?
Yeah.
Saying who's the first gonna get that raft?
Well, that was hilarious because not her, but her husband was crying.
Mm-hmm.
He was crying tears 'cause they got that big mortgage and she ain't got no job. And I don't think he can carry it off with his job alone.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you something else,
I,
they go.
I just
I tell
can't do it. I feel so bad. I'm sorry, True Road, to cut y'all, but couldn't you please put something on my GoFundMe? My job at Bass Pro Shop just won't pay for the mortgage. I can't believe Trump done this to me. Oh
um,
no.
I'm gonna tell you how this
Oh,
is going.
Troy, before you get to that, have you gone over the TikTok lately?
You know what? I'm not a TikTok person.
The Latinos are putting out tons of videos trying to get Black people to join them. Say we need to humble ourselves and join them because they're being deported. And I was like, wait a minute. 55% of Latino men voted for Donald Trump. 38% of Latino women voted for Donald Trump. Y'all did that mess to yourself. What are we joining you for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But they're
absolutely.
putting out, you remember the Palestinians did that? Put out
Mm-hmm.
videos talking about Black people need to join them when, Israel went in there and started fighting them in Gaza. The Israelis did it when they were telling us we need to be on their side after everything. They marched with Dr. King and yada, yada, yada. And now the Latinos are on that mess. I said, isn't it funny? All of these groups never join us when we got stuff going on. But I'll be
Mm-hmm.
damned if they want to always come to us and tell us we need to be
Mm-hmm.
protesting right along with them when they never protest with us.
See, that further lets you know that when I call them the enemy supporters, they watching us too as well. They listening to us too as well, and got a nerve to make a demand of
Yes.
us. Of
Told us
us.
to be humble and
Mm-hmm.
come and join them. And listen. And one of them I was watching, it was a Mexican, and she was like, how can Black people tell Mexicans to go back to Mexico? And I said, how can Mexicans be illegally in this country and tell Black people to go back to Africa? Because
Well,
they do that mess.
you remember a few years ago they had the nerves to fix their nerves to say we immigrants.
Yes, and they still trying to tell us we're next. We're next where?
Where we going?
That's what everybody, because that's why I did that video when they were coming out and saying, well, Black people, you're next. No, we're
Okay.
not.
Wait a minute. Let's just hold up. But it's still something else I want to say too. Okay, when you talk about we next, they been messing with us day one. The relationship that we got with this damn demon ain't never been good. This is our foundation. This stuff don't frighten us overall. Talk about we next. They do stuff to us. I've been saying every millisecond. You get a
I don't
nigga
think
moment, then you start screaming.
I don't think they understand, Auntie. Uh
No.
Latino people, if you send Black people to Mexico, that's not deportation. That's called a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we gotta come back home.
Mm-hmm.
We sure
That's
do.
what it's nowhere to send us. I don't think where you gonna send us? South
That's what I
Carolina?
want to know. I
I don't
don't
know
know.
where I'm going. South
I don't
Carolina?
know. Yeah, I don't know. And I said we didn't cross no fence coming in here.
We
Right.
sure
And
They,
did.
now some of them, hey, look, I was listening to one, and this Mexican woman, because she was like, my family's being deported. And she said, I can't believe black people won't help us. They won't join us in this fight. And then she said, back during slavery, black people ran into Mexico and we loved you and helped you. I was
you
like,
a
oh my
damn
God.
lie.
So I
You
said,
a goddamn lie. The
right,
president was black. First of all, the
right.
few black people
I
that
was.
did
And
run
back
in.
then,
Hold
in
on,
fact,
let's get this
right.
straight right now.
Okay.
Mexicans
Vicente
were black
Guerrero
back
was
then.
black. The
Mexicans were black back then.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
about to say. The president was black, and then y'all killed him and made sure y'all never had another black president. So no, you didn't love us. You ain't even love the black Mexicans.
Right.
Yeah, you know what, LBZ? When I was working in the trades, Mexicans told me, if you go into deep Mexico, you gonna see black folks.
Yeah.
And if you really want to know it, we indigenous to this whole damn planet.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to
But
get
yeah,
deep
that's what she
into it,
claimed. She claimed, I guess she think black people ran into Mexico and there were white Mexicans like her that helped us. And I said that is false.
That never happened.
When they
That,
ran into Mexico, they saw melanated people just like themselves.
yeah, they call
that
because they would have a running joke, especially after they met my husband. They call them Blaxicans. They said they look like my husband, Blaxicans. And he said, "Oh, you got one of them Blaxicans and stuff." My husband, he cussed a Mexican out. He said, "I ain't no Blaxican." He said, "I'm a brother." And it was just
somebody
a
just
running joke. Mhm.
somebody just typed it in the comment section. Yes, Veracruz is where they're from. That's where Gaspar Yanga
Mhm.
freed, led the revolt for the Mexicans to get free. The white Mexicans was not fighting. It's a big ass picture of a black dude that got stole from Africa that helped free Mexico, and there's still a big ass statue of him there. And that's
Mhm.
where all the black Mexicans live at, in Veracruz. So
Uh-huh.
that lady don't even know her own history. Black people freed them so they could grow up later, be on Corona commercials and try to act like white folks. So I don't want
Mhm.
to hear that shit. She
And
she
then
can eat that.
let's
True
get it.
Royal, True Royal. I just got a message that popped up. Trump went to California to, survey the area where it got scorched.
Mhm.
Him and Gavin Newsom, they said, fought the entire time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I hope Gavin called him an old punk ass bitch.
Because he don't want to give federal aid. He wants Gavin Newsom to deal with that stuff on the state level. So they said the whole time they were walking around all the ashes, they were arguing and going back and forth.
Wow.
And I said, how the hell is that helpful
Yeah,
when
Trump
people need help?
Yeah, Trump resent having to do that type of work, because how I looked at it was, when he came here, I felt like he came to California out of pressure, because I keep telling everyone California is not a liberal state, and it is a lot of wealthy people here. You got to remember, who was the first people they showed when they had these fires? The celebrities. A lot of them are
Right
Republicans.
wing, yeah, a lot of
Right.
them damn
And I
people up at
noticed they were
right
up
there.
in age. Right. And I noticed a lot of the ones they showed were up in age.
Yes. And so get off of this stuff thinking that California is so liberal because you see the gays, it's a sanctuary city and all of that kind of stuff. No, it
It
is
just
not at all.
Yeah.
it just
Trump
got
don't like,
liberal pockets. It
right.
got
Right.
liberal.
Trump don't. Well,
My
what I
bad,
was
Lisa.
going to say is Trump don't like dealing with disasters. We saw what he did in Puerto Rico, right? And
Yeah.
now instead of helping California, he arguing with the governor there when he
Yeah.
should be saying to him, we're going to send aid and do whatever we can to help. Instead
Yeah.
of doing that, he arguing.
Yeah.
So it just tells you Donald Trump don't like dealing with disasters. He
No.
don't. He don't want to show up for no disaster.
No. And it's gonna be plenty that's gonna hit folks right in between the legs that look like him. And
Yeah.
he gets very irritated when he has to do stuff like this. I don't want to lose my train of thought, and I just want to throw something out here that hit me like a ton of bricks. Now Lisa been showing a lot of videos where these folks is crying that they can't make ends meet. They also showing that even them losing jobs before they get the damn job. And it hit me because I never forget a white boy was bragging years ago when I was still working about these bonuses that his girlfriend would get when she was working in corporate America. They're not getting those bonuses no more. And I'm gonna tell you, these bonuses would be ridiculous. They would be giving them $40,000 and $50,000 in bonuses. And they rely on that type of money to do whatever they're gonna do. Go on a vacation, buy a house, get a car, and all of that. And when I first learned about that, I was astounded, and I had to look into that about those type of bonuses. They didn't cut that shit out. So that's another thing that they relied on, because I can ask y'all, people. Let me say this last thing: people who still work and have worked in the past. What's the most you ever received in a bonus? I know the most I received was $500. That was it.
No, one of my subscribers said that Colombia just turned away
a plane full of migrants.
Wow.
That's what I was about to laugh at when I was trying to hold it. I was, but that shit was funny.
She was talking
breaking news.
I had to hold it in.
I was trying to hold it. Look, so that means they went to Mexico. We'll shoot that motherfucker down. Venezuela.
LVZ, they turned away 2 planes.
Yep.
Colombia turned away 2 planes.
That plane in the air, y'all, they gonna be in Russia trying to drop them damn migrants.
That is funny. That is funny.
They gonna drop them over telling they gotta fight for Putin, y'all. You gotta fight for Putin. You want to come back to America?
That's funny. Oh, that is funny. That is hilarious. Boy, it is all kind
over the place and don't have nowhere to put them.
It's all kind of pushback. I'm reading what y'all put in there, but we gotta laugh at that. I see a bunch of people said they got gift cards when as a form of a bonus. You know what? Shoot, they would give us turkeys. That's a bonus.
Jesse Perez.
Well,
don't believe that shit about
Ronald Reagan gave us cheese. Ronald Reagan gave us that surplus cheese.
Yes. Cheese, potted milk.
I gotta say this. Hey, y'all, don't be fooled by that bullshit Vladimir Putin did. Vladimir Putin does not care about black people. There are black people in Russia that are being oppressed. Do y'all know that there are really black Russians?
One of my uncle's brother, he's my uncle by marriage. His brother lived over there.
Yeah.
And those Russians are racist too.
I was about to say Vladimir Putin does not.
They are.
He's just doing that to throw dissension in the ranks. Trust me, that's been since the Cold War. Russians have always used Americans' racism against them in negotiating tactics, but they never send over no aid or try to help nothing. They just talk about the racism, and that don't mean you on my side.
No, that don't mean diddly squat.
Listen, I got another one. Donald Trump will impose sanctions on Colombia over turning away flights.
So hold on. What is he gonna sanction? The cocaine? They don't send nothing but that.
I don't know, but it just came out, y'all, like a minute ago. Donald Trump is threatening sanctions because Colombia turned 2 flights of illegals away.
This old white man has lost his mind, y'all. The only thing we get from Colombia is coffee and cocaine. We don't get nothing else from them.
That is funny.
We literally get nothing else from them, and I don't drink coffee and I don't do cocaine. How are you going to sanction them?
Donald Trump might be able to drop these people off if he gives these countries some kind of money. But doing it for free, they're not going to take these people. I'm just saying, if he offers the South American countries a little something, they may, like, let those flights land. But Donald Trump ain't offering nothing. He just want to throw them back over the fence for free, and they ain't having it.
Wow.
Alana said we get mules from Colombia. Shit, no, we don't. We got a mule running the country. We
sure do. You ain't never lie about
that.
that.
A damn mule running the country. He ain't come from Colombia.
That is wild.
That man got mad that they won't take a whole bunch of people that ain't even from there.
Right.
How
ain't
you
even Colombians.
They not even Colombians. How you gonna just drop them off over somebody else's house?
Yeah, this I don't give a damn. Just drop them.
That's what he wants. And you got to understand, these are flights they just randomly flying in there and just landing wherever they can and expect the country just to open the gates. They're not going to do that. Just because you were dumb enough to let everybody in America, they're not dumb enough to let everybody in their country.
Yeah, right. Just scrape them up and drop them.
Right.
Yeah. Next thing you know, because Trump gonna be desperate, he gonna put parachute packs on each one.
Get out! Get out! We'll be kicking their ass out the plane.
He's gonna put parachute packs on each one of them and push them out of the plane.
Hey, look, you gonna look at somebody gonna open up. Ain't this a bitch, a goddamn Colombian that landed on my lawn? Get your ass out of here. The damn plane done missed.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a cold piece of work right there.
And drop
parachute pack.
The story on Colombia turned into two. It's more stories popping up. It is popping up, boy. I might do that one a little later.
Yeah, this stuff is. You know what? One thing I can say is, evil as this bastard is, he keep it entertaining at the same time. This is crazy. This is crazy. And you can imagine the other countries. They, and see, this is something that I don't like about America. Okay, they want to police the world. They have a nerve to get mad when other countries do business with each other and want to get in that. You can imagine they're on the phone talking to each other. They're like, "Fuck him." This ain't about to go down. They did not expect that at all. Wow.
But I think that is hilarious. He's having a hard time finding a country that's going to take these people.
And what's so funny about the situation, he liked to say that the people were opening up their prisons and just letting these people out in American society. But he literally just did that with the January 6th riders. He just opened up the prison and let them out of society, didn't he?
Yeah,
he sure did.
Exactly.
He just did that.
And them jokers is screaming they want their guns immediately.
Right. He just literally did that. Look, we've got to kick these Mexicans out. Why? Because they just opened up the prisons and let them in our country. But you just did that too, though. You just opened up the prison in the country and let motherfuckers who did something to the country out in the country.
Wow. Donald Trump don't need to be the one leading this, y'all. It's now also saying that Donald Trump don't have enough aircraft to get these people out of the country. Donald Trump don't need to be leading this, y'all.
No, he don't.
We got the stupidest motherfuckers working mass deportation that ever was created. These motherfuckers couldn't deport a letter out of state. They couldn't mail a letter if you gave them a stamp. These motherfuckers is dumb.
Yeah, they did dumb, y'all. That is a national embarrassment. I tell you, this country is a laughing stock. We got a thug in chief, a thug sitting up there, and now these countries is turning folks away. See, they are coming together against America. This is another side effect of this shit popping off. Wow.
And I bet you he's putting all the pressure on those. I bet you he's putting all the pressure on those pilots and telling them, you better not bring them back. Find somewhere to land and get rid of them.
Y'all mess with me in the chat room. Somebody talk about some LVZ. I do drink Colombian coffee, so I do feel a way about it. Hey, look, your Starbucks gonna go up a little bit, okay? Just because they wouldn't take 5,000 prisoners. So
Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. So as they on autopilot and running out of fuel, you gotta land eventually. Okay?
Right.
yes, where they go? They just gonna drop them off in the middle of the ocean, y'all.
That's why I'm telling y'all. That's why I'm telling y'all about them parachute packs. That's what they
Yeah.
gonna resort to.
Stop.
Hey,
Lisa.
listen. Hey, y'all.
That's what they gonna get after it.
Hey, look, y'all got me imagining. They gonna be flying over the middle of the ocean, dropping them off in parachute packs on Carnival cruise ships. They just all gonna be living. And look, no country will take them, but you can live on one of these Carnival cruise ships cleaning up.
That's
Uh-huh.
hilarious.
You and the kid.
Oh Lord, I didn't expect all of this. We sitting up here predicting this and that, and then stuff is just coming every second. I mean, oh, it's just wow. Oh, these people are dumb. Oh my
Mhm.
Like the
goodness.
Norwegian cruise line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
What-
he's such a bully. He just think people just gonna put up with it and stuff.
Right.
Nah, they giving Trump the middle finger.
See, this what happens, True Roll, when your parents send you to school with a bunch of snot-nosed white punks and his money buy you everything. You think that everybody is susceptible to that. You don't know that it's actually people that's really willing to take, man, screw you. You go take that plane and you go fly them Migos back across the border, back to the Chipotle you stole them from. Because we not taking.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, and Donald Trump just put a freeze on all U.S. aid worldwide. You know, all the aid they send to Africa and
Oh,
all these
shit.
places. They said
Damn.
all of that aid is frozen
Damn,
now.
that's tough.
Damn.
That's tough right there.
Boy, you
Mhm.
Damn, y'all.
create more animosity. Goodness.
He told Sally Struthers get bent. I ain't giving you no 50 cents a day. You ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, they said he cut off all aid from the U.S.
Okay.
worldwide.
Michael Jackson is rolling over in his grave right now. That man wrote "We Are the World."
Yeah,
To feed the
and
children.
We Are the World, and also Earth Song. Y'all know Earth
Yeah.
Song, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
here
man.
we go again. Back to shock and awe. What else do he have in reserve after
I
doing
don't
all
know.
this?
At this
It's got
point,
to
I'm
be
so
something.
sorry.
You're
At
right.
this point, he may rescind food from the zoo animals.
That's what I'm about to say. You know, y'all.
At this point, that's why he might actually do that.
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
look. Go
you
ahead.
gotta
Go ahead.
find
Arthur. Go ahead, Arthur. Go ahead.
Don't you give them monkeys any bananas.
Lord. Oh,
Do
my
y'all
goodness.
know? Do y'all know on the news here, all they talking about these two damn panda bears that they done got from China?
Yeah, I've been
And when
seeing
you
that.
just said that, I said them pandas gonna be looking like crackheads in about 6 months. Cause Donald Trump, he about to rescind the panda bear money. They gonna be skinny as hell.
Yeah.
With big ass heads. They gonna be skinny as hell. Fur all dirty. Little dirty ass fur. We gonna be in there throwing annihilators to the dag.
Uh-huh.
What's keeping the panda bear alive? Oh, we come here, me and a bunch of kids throwing some annihilators.
Oh, my goodness.
Annihilators and peanuts. That's what they've been living off of.
Now laters and peanuts. Oh my goodness.
Yep. Bunch of crackhead pandas walk around.
Trump gonna
Can
do,
you
he gonna be,
imagine everything gonna be skinny at the zoo? The monkeys, everything gonna be skinny
Elephant.
at the zoo.
yeah, when you come to the
Elephants gonna
zoo,
pass out.
The hippos will be skinny. Everything will be skinny at the zoo.
I'm telling you, y'all, this man is messing up. Look, we gonna all have late fees on our bills because he gonna mess up the post office so bad. We ain't gonna be getting mail on time. Like, I didn't even know I was supposed to pay that bill. Yeah, well, sir, we sent you that last year.
You'll be missing your court dates and be not good. Wait a minute, the
Yeah.
mail didn't come. You had a court date today, lady.
We got a warrant for your arrest. Why? You had a court date last month. Man, I ain't got mail in 6 months. I don't know.
Ain't nobody
Nobody
working.
get mail. What you
No,
talking
wait a
about?
minute. Ain't nobody working, nobody on the farms. I mean, all kind of stuff is just popping off. You know, the shelves gonna be empty at the grocery stores. I mean,
the economy.
goodness.
Let Donald Trump go, because let me tell you, he gonna crash out this economy at this rate.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, he just gonna put the country in a straight freeze. Everybody
And
just
then
gonna be
he
starving.
gonna turn around and blame Elon for it.
And
Mhm.
He'll
the
turn around and
only
blame
thing,
Elon for the whole thing.
the only
I
thing
should have
gonna
never
be,
listened to
the
him.
only thing that's gonna be open is McDonald's, and that's it. As long as he can
Uh-huh.
get his little McDonald's, that's it. I'm gonna
He gonna
freeze
make
every.
those
Oh Lord.
are the only migrants that probably won't get deported, or the ones that work at McDonald's and Burger King. They gotta stay open for Donald Trump.
Yep, that's true. This is crazy.
I'd rather be fishing. No, they weren't eating the cats. But after this, people will be
Yeah,
eating
they're probably gonna be eating them now.
Wait a minute. The first one's gonna be eating the cats is his folks. They're gonna be the
I'm
first
about to
one.
say, and we gonna know, because once you see Billy Bob in your backyard trying to eat your pit bull, you be like, dang, times are rough.
You know what, y'all? You know, it's funny, but it's not funny,
Yeah.
because don't these federal workers, in order for you to be a federal worker, aren't you under contract?
Yes.
Yep.
So if Donald Trump fires all of them like he said he's going to, wouldn't they be able to sue, because wouldn't he be in breach of their contracts?
Yes, he would be. Yes, they would be. Yeah, they would be. Or did they think that out too? You know. But then the question I ask is, okay, wait a minute, Lisa. Okay, they saying that now they want folks to get jobs on their own merit. Okay, so they're gonna start hiring because they gotta fill in the gaps, and they're gonna be having Billy Bob and Becky up in there pushing paper or doing whatever. Ooh, things gonna get even worse because they don't know how to do their damn job. Think about
Right.
that.
You're gonna be having calls like this. Y'all gonna be having calls like this. Hello, how you doing? My name's Cletus. I'm calling from Social Security office. I'm sorry, we lost your check. We're not actually sure what happened to it, but trust me, we're all here on our merit. Hey, Cletus, ain't you here on your merit? That's exactly what she gonna be saying. That's what we gonna be having to deal with. Hello, let me call, man. My Netflix ain't working. Let me call Netflix. Call. Hello, how you doing? This here is Billy Bob. I'm here. I'm the best guy here working right here at Netflix. Now, what do you need? Let me see if I can get it fixed for you.
Let me see that.
Yeah, or you'll be calling LVZ and they'll be saying, you'll be calling and they'll say, Mr. LVZ, are you a black man?
Yeah,
They did away with the civil rights, man. I ain't gotta turn your Netflix back on.
right.
You have
That's
a nice
enough,
day.
sir. Look, sir. I've been looking at your watch history. And do you want to explain a few things to me about your watch history? Sure. Have you been watching Rise Up Black Man and Malcolm X? Yes, sir. We won't be turning your Netflix back on. You are obviously Netflix is not for
Man.
you. This what they gonna do.
Uh-huh.
Watch, y'all. They gonna try to be slick from now on. They gonna try to take race out of it. They gonna be like, they gonna put on, what's your favorite pie? Apple, cherry, sweet potato. Everybody that put sweet potato, you won't get the job.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness, they ain't gonna be slick enough to do it. And the ones that work home, you gonna hear shit in the background.
Yeah.
Well, according to Donald Trump, if you are a federal worker, you can no longer work from home. And they're telling all the private companies they need to do the same, get everybody back in these buildings.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy.
Damn it, we all want you in a building miserable. We imagine you all at home happy doing your job.
I just can't imagine. I got to call the vet and they'd be like, Miss Lisa, are you're talking about your cat Loretta? Your cat is black, right? Well, she got somebody. Yeah, she's the last appointment. Okay.
Don't you say your cat is black? Yeah, my cat. We must have got disconnected. They gonna hang up. They gonna block your call, Lisa.
Yeah, they gonna hire people on their own merit. Okay, because when how Trump putting his cabinet together, I said to my husband, I said, what do people do? Come up to Trump and said, I always had a fantasy of working. Oh yeah, come on down and work. So it's like, people who fantasize working in certain positions, y'all gonna have to check these people out to see if they can really do their job. And we'll know by how they look. No teeth in their mouth, in their mouth, and you got a dentist in there.
I'm about to say, Auntie, Lisa, y'all know. How you gonna have a motherfucker who don't know the job trying to teach you the job?
Right.
It's just like on construction site. You're gonna work the jackhammer today. All right, cool. Can you show me how to do it? Let me get Lonzel over here to show you. Hold up, motherfucker. You want me to work it? Why you gotta go get Lonzel?
Well, that happened to me, LVZ, on the first job I got out of college. Right, I was a corporate trainer. And they brought me in. I had this big old office and everything. And the lady that hired me said, I can't even tell you what needs to be done. You're going to have to piece this whole thing together yourself. And I sure did. She couldn't train me. All she could do was take me in the room and tell me that she could not train me. She had no clue or where I should begin or anything. I would just have to piece it together myself. And I did.
This shit
Can y'all imagine that shit, y'all? That is ridiculous. The lady that hired her said that, now, Lisa, let me tell you something. I'm white. I'm only here because I'm white. And I'm going to be here because I'm white. You have to do the work. I don't know what the work is.
You know what? Y'all going to have to be real careful. What happened? Y'all going to have to be real careful. You're going to go to the pharmacy to go get your medication. And you're going to see some folks up in there that don't know how to, just put some pills in the
first thing about right.
No, you better have that. You better pull up the pill finder and look at that shit.
See, they gonna be giving them lotion instead of pills. Hold up. I got diabetes. You just gave me some anti-itch cream. Bitch, I don't got no rash. What you giving me this for? Bitch, what are you doing?
Yeah, this parent shit is real dangerous. It's real dangerous. But black folks will take advantage of that shit. Be like, well, I didn't get nothing in the mail.
Yeah.
Get nothing in the mail. How the hell I know I'm supposed to pay the bill? If
How
we don't
supposed
get it
to pay?
in the mail, we ain't getting it.
Thank you, Auntie. That's what I was saying. I thought Trump put a moratorium on the electric bill. What you mean? Well, you ain't send me a bill in 6 months, so I ain't pay you, motherfucker. What you
mean? Oh man. Yeah, this is gonna be a trip up in here, y'all. Yeah, it's gonna be a trip, but I know we're laughing and everything, but it's gonna be a lot of situations, and we're not gonna be laughing at all.
Yeah, we're gonna be mad. That look, we laughing now to keep from crying. It's just sometimes even white folks' stupidity, even through their treachery, is kind of humorous.
Yeah, it is. In one sense, yes, it is. and stuff.
You know what I want to ask? So I wish I could interview those immigrants on them planes. I would be like, do y'all still think you white now?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all still think you white people now?
Yeah,
Well, Lisa, they still on. Now go ahead, Auntie.
No, what I was saying is, but I was looking at them, putting them in them huge ass aircrafters, and I didn't see nobody have no coats, nobody have no, like they little care packages or anything like that. They just dragging them ass out, and then on top of that,
yeah, they going into hospitals, and if they're hospitalized or anything, they getting them out.
They dragging you out the hospital bed.
Yes,
they are. I've seen that. They are. That's all I'm saying.
You didn't have brain surgery and your ass, they just put some tape on your head and drag you out.
Yeah. They're going into hospitals and getting them too.
They ain't even putting tape on their head, Auntie. They wrapping tortillas around their head. They say, look, you're used to this, you'll be fine. They wrapping burritos around their head. They gotta
put some refried beans on their head and just slap a tortilla on there.
Slap a tortilla on there and say, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And that plane, Auntie, you ain't lying. It ain't even no windows on that plane. They putting them in That's why I'm scared you and Lisa might be right. We gonna be able to interview one of them because one of them gonna be parachuting out of the sky.
I'm telling you, they gonna get them parachute pets if they can't land nowhere, y'all.
Yeah, and they better know where to pull that little cord.
Pull that rip cord. Aye.
And then they so cold. They ain't gonna put no pack on the kids. They just gonna tell the babies, you better hold on the mama. One gonna be on the back, one gonna be around the front and stuff. And then see, they don't know how to land. They be thinking they're gonna land on their feet. You gotta tuck and roll. And you, oh Lord.
And they got them little short legs, Auntie. So it's gonna be a further fall than everybody. They already.
Then you might hit some
I heard somebody wrote
all up in the ass.
But somebody wrote about the Haitians, and I heard a lot of them Haitians, they done left. They're on the move in the country. And see, that's the thing. They're going to be able to raid the places around, but when them people just leave on their own, they don't know where they're going.
See,
that's why they
already know what to do. We see some stuff going down the street. We be like, oh, really? They over there raiding their house. Time to go.
Hey, Auntie, them damn Haitians, y'all want to know where them Haitians at? In Compton right now with red and blue rags on. They blending in like shit. Jean-Claude the gangbanger out there. I don't know what you're talking about. My name Richard Johnson.
Well,
they're going to have to leave him alone.
One thing that I observed, me and my husband observed, is we ain't been seeing no taco trucks because they got them all. Come on, LVZ, you came through here. You see them taco trucks? They gone.
They everywhere out there.
Let me tell you how they get down here. They will sell out their car burritos, Kool-Aid, fruit with some shit they done sprinkled on it, and all of that. You will literally see them on the corner with a shopping cart, with an umbrella hooked up to the shopping cart, selling whatever. Tell me,
you like, why you got a shopping cart with lettuce and tomatoes and shit and a price out here? They selling lettuce and tomato.
Yeah, but that's something that I haven't seen because they will. I seen them on a raggedy street. There's some makeshift stuff, and they out there just selling whatever theme that's going on here. Get you some flowers for Valentine's and all that. We see a lot of that all over California.
You know what?
My husband, we said this last thing. My husband said something had me cracking up. He said, "Yeah, you'll never see any of us on the corner selling ribs and all of that. They'll arrest us real quick."
I'm about to say, not no more. They'll lock us up.
She's subject to end up dead doing that.
We still do it. It's a few people, brothers, still do it here where I live at.
You know what? You don't see that at all. When Lisa said something to me that wigged me out. She said that she got a black man to do her yard. They monopolize that shit here in
Yep.
California. The only black
Yeah, I'm
man I
about to
see
say.
do the yard is my husband. But they
That's what
will
I'm about
not.
to tell you. They can do. It's still a little corner where we still have it here, where you'll find a black landscaper or something like that.
Uh-uh.
But the funny thing is, since you just brought it up, and Beauty with Brains just put it in right, we just had this snowstorm. Normally, when we had a snowstorm, the landscaping company come out. I don't see that landscaping company no more.
Mm.
Not this year. They
Mm-hmm.
wasn't. I ain't seen it, and they full of Hispanics.
Okay, folks, pay attention. You know, white folk lazy. You know what? You can start your own landscaping business right now.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
they come door to door, and everything. I'm gonna tell you how bold they get. These Mexicans was getting down. They come to the door. You want to buy some strawberries? You want to buy some mangoes?
What?
Yeah, they were there. They come door to door. Now,
Really?
I'm technically from Arizona. That's where I was born. When you go to Arizona, they will knock on your door and sell your ass some tamales, and they will even ask you. And my aunt has one. They will even ask, can they clean your house? You can get you a maid down there. I'm telling y'all something I know. I have seen with my own eyes. But see, my husband said something deep. He said, yeah, buy that shit on the corner and get some food poisoning. Who you gonna sue?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That's why I don't never mess with them joints. My cousin used to say that back in the day when the Muslims took over when the Arabs took over the hot dog vendors here in DC. It used to be just regular black people that used to be the hot dog vendor. Then all of a sudden, it was no more hot dog vendors after I got like 10, 11. And my big cousin Derek said that. He said, don't get one of them hot dogs from the city no more. They'll give you ptomaine poison. Them Arabs be out here. They don't never wash their hands. They don't
Yeah.
change their water.
And
And I noticed after a certain age, my father did not stop me there. And he told me the same thing. He was like, yeah, man, once they took over the business, it wasn't the same. You don't
yeah.
eat from there. You'll get sick.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Oh, it was
Wow.
on the news. Hello, love. He said it was just getting sick in Arizona. It was on the news a few weeks ago. Yeah, because they're gonna sell that stuff. They'll sell that stuff. You know, the damn hot dog could be green. They'll
Come
just
on.
shit, they gonna sell that.
Tell them, honestly, they don't care. They don't have, man, they could have bought that joint. They could have bought the hot dog yard at 8 o'clock in the morning. 8
Mm-hmm.
o'clock at night, they try and sell you that same damn hot dog that's been sitting in that mustache water for 12 hours.
You can't even see the hot dog in the water, LVZ. Damn.
Right. Right. The water look like swamp water. Is that gravy? Did you cook it in gravy or water? What is that?
But see,
Mm-hmm.
we can make our own damn tacos. We make them better and all of that. You know, so cook at home.
Yeah, black taco always been better. Y'all know that because they don't season their stuff that as good as we do.
No, none of them do. None of them do. That's
I
true.
tried a Mexican taco before from like a Mexican restaurant, and I was like, "Hey, y'all ain't got no McCormick seasoning or nothing like that. What type of y'all ain't got no Lowry's or nothing? What did you season this steak? Just putting." Let me say something to my Hispanic friends that listen to Lisa Cabrera, thinking we were Spanish. Let me tell you, put on people since they listen to Cabrera Santana, thinking y'all was Spanish. So since y'all, let me tell y'all something. It's putting lime juice and cilantro leaves on meat is not seasoning it. Okay, you got
That's true.
You gotta hook that taco up. We want a tasty taco.
Right, you have to season the meat. No, pause. You have to use good seasoning. You can't just, I'm going to squeeze a lemon on ground beef and now it tastes like ground beef with lemon squeezed on it. That don't make a good taco.
No, it don't. No, it don't. And then see, a lot of people don't know, and it shocked me. Now, Arizona and California is right next door to each other. The way they make a taco in California is totally different in Arizona. Totally different. They do a whole different twist. So they do different things and stuff. Because we was like, wait a minute. When I went down to Arizona, I said, no, okay, I ordered some tacos. And then y'all put this on the side of the plate and that on the side of the plate. Don't you supposed to put the shit in it, inside the tortilla?
Right. Like Gene said, where the Goya at, man? Put some, sprinkle that Goya. Gene, they be stingy with the Goya, shamming with the Goya. You supposed to look, Mexican people, you got to let that wrist fly with that Goya. I mean, the whole kitchen supposed to smell like Goya if you're gonna season the steak. A steak taco ain't supposed to taste like steak and that bullshit that you put on it. Cause it's not I cannot eat a Mexican taco. I wasted my money one time in a Mexican restaurant thinking I knew I was gonna eat some good tacos. And for real, my god brother ridiculed me. He said all you had to do was ask my wife to make you some tacos. You know, she would have made tacos for you. You didn't have to do this, but I said, well, I just want to taste a real taco. He said, and how do you feel now? I said, very disappointed.
Yeah,
Very let
when we make our stuff at home, it's better. You know, it's like I went to the spaghetti factory once. Oh my goodness, they're gonna put some pasta on the plate, and then just then you just put some spaghetti sauce, and it's like, wait a minute, where's the meat? We want the meat hooked up in it, and all of that. No, it don't work like that at all. They don't even so you can get in other cultures and stuff. We know how to make some damn spaghetti.
Damn right.
We can
I make spaghetti better than Italian. Better forget. Look, let me tell you, Tony Soprano would whack a guy if he tasted my. Hey, my son, the fucking spaghetti, the Moulignon made them. Mwah! That's just how you be. We gotta get some more of the Moulignon spaghetti over here, cause all they know about in their culture, y'all, is garlic, onions, peppers, and sausages. That's why Italians don't live past 65. They be too busy burping and farting all the time from that acid reflux. But you know us, we know how to cut the acidity of the tomato by adding sugar to certain sauces and salt to certain sauces. You don't need as much salt in one sauce because you got this much garlic and up. We understand the dynamics of the seasoning. All they do, look here, you fry it up and you just shove it in there. You shove it on in there. And the next thing you know, Paulie is dead at 65 with a sausage and pepper in his mouth.
Yeah, like I pay attention to the macaroni and cheese commercials, and mac and cheese is dinner. And then put some parsley on the side of it. That's dinner. I'm like, no, you got to do better than just some mac and cheese.
They said in Canada, Auntie, that craft dinner is the top meal that they love to eat. I said, what the hell is craft dinner? It was macaroni and cheese.
Shoot, they got mac and cheese now in a bowl where you could just put some water in it and then shove it in the microwave and just stir it up. And that's supposed to be dinner. And then one little skinny box of mac and cheese supposed to feed a family of 4.
Do you know that if you go into certain restaurants here, you know how white that restaurant is? The kids' meal, it'll be like chicken fingers, hamburger sliders, hot dog, mac and cheese. And then I always would look like, I'm like, that's a side dish. What else comes with the mac and cheese?
Yes. You know that happened. One of my neighbors, I was a little girl at the time, and she was like, oh, we're getting ready to have dinner. And I was like, oh, what are y'all having? Mac and cheese. And I was like, mac and cheese, to me, that's a side dish. That ain't no dinner, but they would have a plate full of macaroni and cheese, and that was dinner.
Yeah.
Y'all poor as hell.
That is crazy. I remember we lived next door to some white folks, and they had some spaghetti, and all they did was chop up some hot dogs in it and just pour the sauce on there, and that was it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Hot dogs?
yeah, 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 yeah. And I've seen where they look. I seen this true, where they go buy the Prego or ragu sauce,
Mm-hmm.
just warm it up, throw it on the noodles, and be like, "That's spaghetti." No,
That's
that
that's
is
what that's what I
that's
was saying.
no.
That's what I was saying when we went to the spaghetti factory. I'm thinking I'm gonna get some fantastic spaghetti, and you just pour some sauce on it. Where's the meat at?
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
know?
that's all they do. That's all they do. Well,
we
I'm
do that.
showing y'all this because this is the first person to get arrested for making threats against Donald Trump.
Okay. What was he upset about, Lisa?
Well, apparently he was online making threats against Donald Trump, and of course they found him and he got arrested.
Mm.
What did he say?
It doesn't go into a lot of details except for he was online and they found drugs on him. He's 46 years old, Shannon Atkins. He was taken into custody following a traffic stop near his home in West Palm Beach, a short distance from Trump's Mar-a-Lago, and said Atkins had posted violent rhetoric on Donald Trump on his Facebook account. West Palm Beach police, they were able to trace, I guess, through his IP, and they tracked him down, and he is the first person to get arrested for making threats against Donald Trump online.
Don't that sound about right, y'all? And look, the reason I asked him about what he said, because I guarantee it was something like, man, if I saw Donald Trump, I'd put my foot, something like that. I wonder if that's what he said, and they considered that a threat. Somebody said that's a hard looking 46. Yeah, sure. That man been in Florida all this time. He been dealing with the scientists. But listen, Truro, I can't hear y'all. Can people hear me? I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay, can everybody hear me? Okay. Well, it looked like LVZ just dropped. Yeah, it's them again. You know how it is. LVZ?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what they did to us.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, they're doing what they usually do behind the scenes, messing with everything.
Uh-oh. So you know what that means. You know what that means, True Roy. You know what that means, Lisa. That means he was behind the scenes. Blue Fox the Gray Squirrel. Blue Fox the Gray Squirrel. The monkeys have left the building. The monkeys have left the building. Cut them off. Cut them off. That's basically that's the code where when us three get to talking about Donald Trump oppressing a black man for freedom of speech. The monkeys have left the building. That's what they say.
Mhm. Mhm. No, it don't go into what he said. They just said he made threats against Donald Trump online.
Yay.
That's all it says.
I'm trying to
Mm-mm-mm.
he didn't have
Oh,
it. Now keep in mind these white supremacists can say they want to do anything to any black person. And hey, look, he's got freedom of speech, darky. Shut up. But this dude say something. He has to be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
yes. Yes, of course. Animal Advocate, thank you for becoming a channel member for 17 months. The Crawford Experience, thank you for becoming a new member. And Cheek Citizen, thank you for the super sticker. Or Chick Citizen. All right. True Royal, are you still there? She's muted. I don't know.
Somebody say you got a strike. Nah, we ain't get a strike. We
No,
didn't get a strike.
no. The worst thing they'll do is demonetize the live stream. They've been doing that a lot lately.
Right. And this time I've been trying to be real careful about the stuff I say. So hopefully they leave this one alone. But I'm trying to tell y'all, this is why I love Lisa. And I know Lisa and True Roy love me. Y'all, they have made me radioactive on here. It's like if anybody does something with me, something always happens to the channel. It's never able to get monetized. Talking to me, hold on, are you talking to him? Oh yeah, yeah, you can speak to him, but you won't get any money from us. That you talking to that
Mhm.
bald head militant bastard. I'll show you all. They be
Yeah.
unsubscribing y'all from my channel. It's ridiculous.
Mhm. Yeah.
Shoot.
Well, Lindsey Graham told Donald Trump it was a mistake pardoning the January 6th insurrectionists because he said that's going to embolden them to get even more violent.
You know what he told Lindsay? Shut up and go sit your gay ass down. I don't want to hear what you say. I'll deport you with the rest of them.
Mhm.
Nah, he gave the January 6th Lindsay address, told Lindsay, you keep talking tough. You can say that to them. He doxed Lindsay.
Wow.
He doxed
Boy.
Lindsey Graham.
Mhm. Mhm. Boy, it is so much stuff going on, y'all. Donald Trump in office, I'm never going to run out of material to talk about. I know that for sure.
No, we
It's
not, y'all.
it's going to be a lot to talk about with Donald Trump in office.
Yes. Let's just hope. Let's just hope for all our sakes. The next video we do, we ain't talking about Donald Trump just tried to say that he want to he want to reenact Jim Crow. Then the next video we gonna be doing lives of us putting foot up in Peckerwood's behind. That'll be the next video I'm upload. Yeah, they try to put me in Jim Crow, y'all. These Nikes is dirty.
Mhm. Wow. Wow, y'all. So, if you did not know, I did put a new product out a few days ago for hair growth, hair and beard growth balm. That is now officially out. And so, if you haven't seen it, it looks it's different in color from the pomade. It's more like a sort, I would say, like an orange gold color, but definitely will promote that growth like all of the other products do.
And I
So,
know it worked. I know it worked, Lisa, because I seen John Cena commercial, and he had more hair than he normally did. I said he must have got Lisa hair balm, because no way John has that much hair.
hmm no, it does work. It definitely works. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. We'll definitely come back together on a different topic. And like I said, with Donald Trump in office, we ain't going to never run out of anything to talk about.
At
Never.
all. But thanks for having me, sis. Thanks for having me,
Yes.
Auntie. Love y'all. Shalom and enjoy y'all
Shalom.
day.
Absolutely. Shalom, family. And hopefully, True Royal, whatever's going on, she'll realize that we're off now. Shalom, family.